What's going on, CFA Nation? Gabe, and I'm here to rock with you guys this Saturday morning. Watch this match. We've got KKR, the home team, the mistress, versus the Rajasthan Royals. And man, this should be an exciting game. High scoring pitch. Last two times this pitch has been used, it's yielded over 200 runs. So yeah, it's going down, people. What's up, AH? What's going on, Saini, Sanjay, Sanai? What's going on? What's up? What's up? And right now we got Udicat opening it up. Udicat with Rana and Subman Gill. What's up, Phil's 93, Boomer, Abdullah, Crick Buff Official. Ooh, let it cap, let it cap. Listen, I'm not just a front runner, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys know that because I was rocking with CSK last year. But this is the squads for me, you know what I mean? I made that choice, and I'm rocking with them, period. There you go. First runs of the game. Good running. There's a couple changes. I'm glad to see that boy right there, Jaiswal in. Jaiswal was my pick last year, actually, for emerging player. Unfortunately, he didn't play enough last year, but we'll see what happens this year. Unfortunately, Vora just was not good enough. Ooh, appreciate that, Vendo. Appreciate that. Oh man, appreciate it, Sanjay. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I rock with them. I rock with them. Win or lose, I rock with them. CSK versus RCB tomorrow. I know. I am I'm trying my best to stream it. You know what I'm saying? I'm meeting up with Ozjod, see what's up with that, but we'll see what happens. Van Dusen to join Rajasthan Royals, really? I mean, they need help. They've only got 5 international players. Their roster is dwindled. I mean, they just don't even have enough options, really, at this point. You know what I mean? Is Moeen Ali fit for tomorrow's game? No news net. I have not seen any news. If you guys seen the news, let me know.
You shut your mouth when you talk about the Rajasthan Royals. They're gonna win this game today, friend.
Ooh, Nick, flat brims, daddy.
I almost picked up Unicat, but then I thought Mumbai. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh man, I almost switched my lineup this morning, even though I lock it a day ahead. But I wanted so bad to get Jaiswal in there, but I'm rocking with
Is
bro.
Jaiswal playing? I didn't even notice that.
Bora's gone, brother. Jaiswal. What's up? What's up, people?
What's up,
Laughter
everyone? How you
Express.
guys
What's up?
doing? Good
I think
morning,
Russell's
one and
gonna wreck.
all. Good to
I
see
think
you guys
Russell's gonna
all.
wreck.
Appreciate it. Yep. Andre Russell's gonna wreck it. Can I say hello to people or something? Is that against the rules or something like that?
Just
Jeez
a little
Louise.
bit. Just a little bit.
How is everyone doing today? Boomer, I'm rocking with you, my friend. I know that's probably going to give you bad luck. Bad luck, but I'm still rocking with you. How's everyone doing? Don't forget to like when you're in here. I know you forgot that. You're sitting there with your cereal or your steak dinner or your biryani or something like that. You forgot to hit the like button. Hit that like button. Sakurai, I got him on my squad. I wanted to take Gil. I wanted to, but I was like, I can't do it. Let's get some wickets.
Oof.
That's a wide.
You know what? I did it. Threw him on my squad.
Of course you did. Oh, the new Knight Rider hat. That looks nice, man. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
snap.
Flat brim joint,
Oh,
flat brim joint. Yeah,
I
I
gotta
had to go
order
with him.
mine right now.
I had to go with him, Nick.
Oh man, I hate your guts. Let's see. You said you used eBay. Let's check this out.
Yeah, man.
RCB.
All right, here we go.
You know who I did pick up though?
Who's that?
My man Narain.
Ooh, ooh. Went with a
And I
little.
can't remember if I went deep, but I made him my captain. I can't remember. What's up, Sonny S? You're at 19 in the league. Oh, I hate your guts. You are my new enemy.
Sonny. Nice.
My new
I love
enemy.
it. I love it a lot.
I'm just joking around. That's awesome, man. I want to take Andre Russell, but I just don't have enough confidence in Mush being dead yet. I just don't have enough confidence in it.
Yeah, for me right now, this is a big at bat. You know, it's a big game too because I already had a couple KKR players, so I loaded up. I need that 220 score today. I need it. I broke fast already. What's up, Renelle? What's going on, the doctor? 15 rank for you, Laughter Express. Oh, can I get some fantasy advice?
That's no laughing matter.
No
What's up,
laughing
Renelle?
matter.
What is up, my friend?
Nick, they say the Superman cap is cool. Do you have a Spider-Man cap?
I do not. Oh, that might have to be the next one. See, the thing with Spider-Man cap, though, you either get like the head or the spider web. And either of those, I'm not really feeling 100%. You know, I love Spider-Man, but just the logo on a cap, like, I don't know.
Krishna is at 30. Ooh, look at that. Number 3, harsh shit in the cash. Ooh.
Oh, ban him. Ban him.
He's in the guap, bro.
Remind me I'm at 51. Dude, you told me, oh, Nick, I'm never catching up to the rest of the season now. In one game, you're like 2 away from me now. I hate your guts.
You know, I happen to have a good game. That's all. Bro, I'm feeling so good about yesterday. I had to bust out my Gabe Gaitonde cup. I'm a boss.
Was that some humility I just heard from Gabe? What is going on in this backwards world?
Look, my Gabe Gaitonde cup.
I see the cup.
That's when I bust out the cup, I'm feeling good about myself.
Oh,
bro,
man.
That's like 5 wins in a row for me, man. I'm calling it. Harris, protesting your city. You know what? I meant to mention something about yesterday because I did not see. I saw an article online, but I know that right now in India they're experiencing a big surge of COVID. So guys, please be cautious out there. You know, take it seriously. You know, unfortunately, we lost somebody this summer to COVID. I've known a few people sick with COVID. So please be cautious, and you know, good vibes, good thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, man.
Ooh.
Whoa, he tried to take his head off.
Watch your melon.
Should Milan replace Gale or Perron? You know what? I don't know. I don't think he should replace Gale. Gale struggles with the spin, and yesterday he was masterful. On a turning track, right? That was enough. They finished it in the 17th. They could have easily put up 180. I think their issue is the bowling, and you've got to have death bowling. Muhammad Shami has given 53 away this year, gotten hootied, but yesterday he was great. Arshdeep Singh has been good for them relatively this year, so we'll see. Maybe you're gonna laugh, Nick, if I said this. Maybe bring back gosh, I can't even say it with a straight face. Maybe bring back Jordan. Bro, Jordan can't be worse. At least he's athletic. He can't be worse than what Meredith has been. Meredith has been a nightmare.
It's a death bowler. Why can't I find that
Oh,
that
Barack, I
RCB
think that's
hat that you talked about?
Oh, I have to find it for you, brother. Ooh, Rana. I got Rana too. Not my vice though, but I got Rana too.
You're getting pumped up for his 5 right now?
No, somebody has him on his squad.
Oh, cool.
Hashtag bring back Ozjad. Yeah, no. Ozjad's gonna be streaming with me tomorrow for sure. Definitely welcome to stop by today. I'm excited about tomorrow's match. 1 versus 2. The powerhouses RCB versus CSK. Oh, Nick, I'm sick in the stomach, and you know it. Nick, you know I'm sick in the stomach.
Oh, why couldn't that go to one of the fielders?
Natish
Come on.
Rana. Ooh.
That could have gone to one of the fielders. Come on. Why do you hate it?
It could have, Nicholas, but it didn't.
Why do you
12
hate
for
going to the
nil.
fielders?
12 for nil. What are we in the third over, right?
Si, senor.
Nick, look, I updated the score, and I even left the little space there between the number and the over.
It's about time.
I'm really in a good mood today.
You
Normally
must
I
be,
do it
man.
just to annoy you, bro.
Man, Savannah needs to ask you for some favors today.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna send you a picture of the plants because we're cleaning up the backyard, getting it ready for the spring and stuff. Oh man, all 4 plants dead, bro.
Don't speak of the plants. Don't speak
Is
of them.
Gabe a Minnesota fan today? No, KKR, I'm rocking with the purple. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with the purple. Mr. Nags.
Yeah. Take that dot and like it. Dude,
Gabe, will you be able to make the 3 a.m. game? Guys, I'm working on it. At the very minimum, I should be there for the second innings, but we'll see just how early I can get off of work tonight. Good test match. Well done, KKR. Yeah, I got to say I'm not happy with the run rate, but that's okay to start slow as long as you're there at the end. You know what I mean? Just can't lose these. Get comfortable. Start reading the pitch.
Man, Shubman Gill is like, he's trying to get something going.
Nick, do you know KL Raul? And that's part of the reason he and the Shekhar Darwin are always on my squad. They're always in the top 3, top 4 for a purple cap. It's ridiculous. Those guys just gravitate to runs.
You know, Dewan wouldn't be if I picked him up more.
Don't you do that to Dewan. Don't you put the hate on Dewan.
What's going on to the rest of my season? I'm struggling.
200 is not safe these days. Yeah, not on this ground.
Unicat economical.
We saw KKR chase 200 almost after they lost their entire top order. It's ridiculous. Did I say purple cap? I meant orange cap. It's early, people. Gabe, should Morgan be sacked if he doesn't perform and they lose too? You know what? I was giving it to Karthik last year, right? I've already given it to Morgan twice this year. If they don't perform, he's giving me 29. That's the best he's given me this year. 29 and some mixed captaincy performances.
Ooh, Mustafasar. We gotta get some better bowling than you had last time, Rajasthan. Better believe you got to. Let's see here. Let's get a wicket.
Don't you talk that hate on Shubman Gill. Come on.
Wicket time. Get that run out. Come on. You know you want to run out.
You know, Shubman Gill, man, he's been struggling, bro. I rocked with him today. You know what I'm saying? But he's been, Nick, very slow in building his innings and just struggling a little bit. Something's off about him. Remember, he got dropped off the Indian was it the test team he got dropped off of because he was struggling so bad? I believe it was.
And that was your fault.
And he just hasn't been right so far this IPL.
Come on. Oh, I hate your life. There's a boundary for Gill. That'll get him
there we go,
going
Shubman
a little
Gill.
bit.
If Gabe's mush run is over, so is RCB's winning streak.
Why?
Michael Vaughn.
Why you gotta hate on RCB? What I say yesterday, Gabe, the haters. There's haters out there.
Oh, Han. Here it is. Is Nick texting Tom Curran? Yes, he's like, Tom, we need you. We need you, Tom.
Telling him to leave me alone. I don't want your contact information, Tom Curran. No, Nick's trying to buy himself some IPL gear. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it is not easy over here, my friend.
Talking about. Catch it. Catch it.
Get out.
Oh, you suck at life. Come on.
Oof.
Who was that? Don't tell me that was Jaiswal.
I think that was Joshua that made the drop, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Come on. Come on. Get him off the side. Get him out of there.
Wow,
that was horrible. That was horrible. You could have got Gill out of there so early. He was throwing away his wicket. He said, please catch this. I'm hungry. Gosh.
Yeah, that was Jaiswal. Give him a chance, guys. He deserves a chance on this side. Bro, they gave Vora 4 games.
He got a chance. He messed it up. He's done. Get him out of there. He's been hanging out with Gabe too much. All right. Yeah, I'll go back in 2 seconds. I'm going to get my wallet so I can order my IPL gear.
Ooh, he found it.
I couldn't find the hat, but I found a jersey, my friend. Oh,
nice. Yes. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah, that was a tough drop. Jaiswal was dropped after 3 games last year. How much will he play this year? I mean, hopefully he gets the same amount of games that they gave Vora 4. And I think that Jaiswal needs an opportunity. They got to find somebody, right? So give him a chance. Guys, check out Great Cricketer interview with Lynn Swan and Watson. So funny. Yeah, man. I mean, they're dope, man. They get people on their channel all the time. That's pretty cool. Did you guys watch Mortal Kombat yet? I actually liked it. I have not watched Mortal Kombat. Came out yesterday. Yesterday was school and work. I'll be watching it later on today. I'm excited for it. One of them got a fire now. Yeah, you know what? I think, and there was Gale going for it right there. I think that they will start. Here's the thing: what did we see last time with KKR on this ground? They put up 120 in the last 10 overs, so you can score runs in the last 10 overs. Here, right now I think they're just being cautious with the new ball, if that makes sense. Check analyst Jared Kimber's channel. I love Jared Kimber, man. He's the one that explained to me how horrible. Oh wow. What's the spinner from England, Nick?
Oh, no edge. The
What's
spinner
that
from
spinner?
Dom Bess.
Yeah, he explained to me how horrible Dom Bess is and how he gets those lucky wickets. His breakdown and analysis of that was amazing. Yes, Jared Kimber's awesome.
Why you gotta hate on Dom Bess constantly, huh? What did he do?
Gabe, why don't you guys get ex-cricketers for interviews here? You know what?
As if it's that easy. We're trying, my friend.
I gotta say, maybe they're afraid of being mushed. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no. We talked to Gabe, and we're gonna get mushed. I don't know, man. Nick does really well securing those interviews, but I don't have the best of luck.
We're trying. It's not like there's a line of them, and we're just like, nah, we don't got time for you, big fella.
Hey, man, come on. You still got some pretty big interviews. None bigger than Jabby Kuwait. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
That was cool.
I remember meeting Kimber in the CPL. Cool guy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and the Ryan should have opened. That would have been awesome for my fantasy squad.
I think that they're doing the right thing, Nick, and I'll tell you why. They got to get Shubman Gill right if they're going to make a run at it this year.
They got to get a lot of guys right. Ooh, the order is in.
23 without loss.
The order
they
is
retired.
In.
Gabe, they retired so they won't get mushed. Man, who knows? Maybe they'll go back and take away some of their lifetime achievement stats or whatnot. There's many ways to get mushed. There's many ways.
You're out of control.
All right.
The big bull.
23 without loss, 5 overs in the books. This is the last over of the power play, man. You got to be. Oh, that was no.
We got one more.
Yeah, one more. This is a low scoring power play, but you know what? I'm okay with it because I know that they can put up 120 plus in the depth. Oh my God!
Come on. Oh, I hate you.
Oof.
Come on, umpire.
It was close, man. The Tish Rana tried to rig. Why didn't they open with Tripathi and Rana at 3? I don't know. Are they going to review it? No, they didn't review it.
Oh, that'd be really close. Might be lakeside,
that looked
though.
really good.
Oh. Why does everyone hate Nick?
I don't think so. When these players are bad this IPL, why did you mush them? Stop it. Universe Boss basically won a game yesterday.
Universe Boss hasn't been a shadow of himself. You have mushed him.
Easy.
That is a great point. That's a great point.
You know what?
Who had that comment? SLDS, you are a genius, my friend.
I will say this.
Yep, lakeside missing.
Umpiring is good this IPL. I haven't had an umpire rant, have I?
Oh my gosh, who is this man? And what'd you do with Gabe?
Umpiring has been good this IPL. What's going on?
What'd you do with Gabe? The Gabe I know walks by like in a garden. He walks by someone's garden, the plants just automatically fall over and die.
Well, you know what it is even the calls I don't agree with, I get it. They're rules, like the stupid no catch because the ball literally, you catch it, make an unbelievable catch, but the ball can't be touching the ground. It's ridiculous. Prawn has been the biggest disappointment with Prawn. I'm telling you, they're gonna turn it around. They struggle in Mumbai. I was doing the research and looking back at how historically they've done against not Mumbai, against Chennai, and they struggle with it.
Oh yes, that's a run out, baby. Oh, that's a run out. I think he's out.
Wow.
Yeah, you can look at the tape, but that was definitely a run out, I think. Oh, Josh Butler on my squad. Don't even let Gil try to get
Who was it?
excited.
Natish Rana? Or who was running?
I think it was Gil. I think he was a rotation strike. Oh, he's out by a mile. Bye, baby. Rajasthan's going to get this one, baby.
What were they doing?
Oh, they weren't expecting Butler to do Butler things. I'm going to say it. The Butler did it.
No, that wasn't Butler. That was
I'm pretty sure that was Butler.
That was my vice captain. There goes my vice captain.
Oh, you made Shubman Gill your vice captain?
Yep, I had faith.
Orange cap Gill.
Bro, he's been a disappointment.
Yes, he has. You would think he's due, though. I almost took him. I went the strategy today, all right? I went the strategy where the very first inkling that I have on the player, I wasn't even going to overthink it. I just went with them or didn't go with them.
Right.
I picked up Mavi, all right? There's no reason to pick up Mavi. I picked up Mavi because I just had a little bit of a hunch to him. I'm desperate for the hunches. So I almost took Gil. My brain said it makes sense to take Gil, but I kept thinking about Narayan. So hopefully Narayan works out. If it doesn't, then it doesn't.
Let's see who they bring in now. I'm assuming that they won't bring in Narayan. It'll be Chapati. Bro, I went with the entire.
They'll bring Chapati.
Here's was my thinking. I know these guys don't have the bowling. Look, that was a run out. That was just, they shouldn't have ran on that, right? But because they're not scoring runs, they're trying to stretch to get these runs, right? But Nick, I got the entire top order. I've got Shubman Gill, Natish Rana, who never leaves my lineup as an uncapped player, Chapati, and Andre Russell.
Natish Rana that never leaves your lineup. He wasn't in your lineup the first day where he actually scored some runs.
I know, right?
I love it. How come I could only find these not so attractive IPL hats here? How come I can't find what you have? Is there a reason? Am I like on the blacklist or something?
It was hard to find this one, bro.
Gabe is an eBay sleuth. He's able to figure this stuff out, and I'm not. What is going on in the world? I type in IPL hat, and the third list of items, they're giving me gas caps for your car. How is that even possible?
I think I typed in, it was IPL21 or something like that. Hats or something like that.
They're saying get the Rajasthan cap, Nick. I got to get my teams first, and then I can.
Oh, don't put hats, Nick. Put in caps.
Cap? Sid S says not only RCB haters are here, I'm a fan. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Talking boots.
Oh, hold on. Are you kidding me? Han posted the link. Han's doing more than trying to perfect his fantasy squad with Gabe's mush players. You gave me the link? Oh man, Han, you are invited once again to our tea parties. I knew I liked Han Solo. I knew it.
I do not like this power play, but like I said, they could put in 120 in the last 10 overs. So in the next 4 overs, if they can get at least another 75, they should be scoring. Run rates at 4 in Mumbai. That's ridiculous. I know. Shubman Gill, you know what? I think Sean McGill needs to be dropped in the order. I'm so mad.
Oh, I love it. He's already given up.
I haven't given up yet.
I'm just reading these Han Solo comments. He's out of control. Gabe and humility. He says, Gabe and humility. Let me input that into my supercomputer. Error does not compute.
Humility. Listen.
Look at Lara. Look at Gabe with the replies on the comments. What's got into this guy? Man, the sun is shining over where he's at. What is going on today? I'm not finding the link, though.
Since Gunbar left, KKR has never been the same beast. Today's Sasha's birthday. Yeah, somebody tweeted me about that.
Oh, yes, it is.
There we go.
Oh, I hate you. Outside the power play and they get a boundary. You got to be kidding me.
Well, you saw how he stepped up in the crease, and they were showing how Gill's always on his back foot, and he's just taking that small little step forward, and he doesn't have that the kind of power to, with a flick of the wrist, put it over. I don't know what's going on with his form. It's just bad right now. It's bad. But I didn't want to miss a Padicle who wasn't in form against the same team who went the whole game. You know what I mean, Nick? I didn't want to miss that century. So I rolled the dice.
Nice. Still trying to find that link from Han Solo. Maybe he meant 2 R3 wicket videos ago. I need the merch.
I need the merch. I need it. Bro, they got this dope CSK one, but you can't even order it here in the States.
Why do they hate me so much? Oh. Tell me that bounced in front of him first. Tell me that bounced in front of him first.
Oh, yeah, that bounced. There was no way.
I would have lost my mind. Oh, there's a CSK jersey, Gabe. Oh.
Is there really?
You should buy it and complete the mush effect.
Hey, you watch your mouth when you talk about them.
Oh!
Get it out! All of it! Boom, yeah, let's go! About time. 7th over before I get a 6? That's right, Uda Cat. Give it up. You know you love giving it up, Uda Cat. You know it.
I almost took him. But you know, what's the word? My reasonality got the better of me.
Reasonality?
My humanity? I have no idea. The humanity inside of me got the better of me? I'm not sure, but I almost took him.
Oh my gosh, you're out of control. Classic Uda Cat. Oh, yes. He's a giver.
Gabe, who did you pick up? Who'd you say again? Who did you mush yesterday?
Russ, baby. Andre Russ. Yeah. He gonna go out there, Rick.
They have him like slated like number 7 or something like that, man.
Here's my call. He comes in at 4 today. That's right.
Not above my Narayan.
If Morgan has the audacity to put himself in before he puts in Andre Russell, we're going to have a problem. Nick, you may have to lock me out of Twitter because we're going to have a problem. We're talking to Stephen Ridley problem.
Not with Born Reviews, you're not going to.
I'm telling you, Nick. I'm telling you.
Han, I'm going to check it out on my. I'm going to check it out on my phone because on the computer, it's not showing. But I'm sure it's there.
Well, I put Gil on my team on my side, but he wasn't my fantasy pick. He's not my captain. My captain is Dre Russ, baby.
He's like, oh, don't you dare get me confused with that. That's hilarious.
Latish Rana broke the sign. Ooh, Tawadia in there. Somebody pump Tawadia for me.
Oh.
There we go. Go. Run away for a boundary. No. They've got 87 guys out there fielding today. 87.
87?
Too many.
No, Han Solo. I don't see the comment, man. What's wrong with me? I don't see it. What is wrong with the world today?
There we go.
Nope, not a boundary that time either.
Oh my gosh. Straight up the middle. That can't be a boundary.
Straight up now, tell me you were going to love me.
Yeah, wicked alert in the dugout. I saw that.
Oh. Hit and run.
Come on, KKR. Don't bring my... Let's go. Turn it on.
He's trying his best to jinx him. I don't know what he's doing over there. You want KKR to win, right?
Of course I do.
Hey, how's it feel to wear those Laker colors on your head?
You know what? We won't even talk about that.
It feels pretty good,
Can you score my most recent comment? Gabe is wearing purple, is the same height as Prince, and now is singing I am the same height as Prince.
Oh, did his foot save it? A kick saving a butte? Still gonna get at least 3 off that one. Tawadi, you love to give it the runs. Yeah, I don't see the comment. I don't see the link. It's okay.
Gabe, your hatred for Tawadia will flourish him today. I don't hate Tawadia. That was a great save.
You hate Tawadia. You hate
Tomorrow's contest, who can be the best? Today's contest, who could be the worst? You know what? Yeah, think about it. You're right.
Jeez, that was a nice save. I thought he kicked it. He actually had his hand on that and put it to the side, threw it to the side underneath his chest.
Why are they even looking at it? It's definitely not a 4.
Because they always look at this nonsense.
Score update, please. Right after this over, there's the last ball. Right now it's 44-1, 44 with a 1 loss, and it is the last ball of the 8th over. I know.
That score, Gabe. What am I not paying you for? What am I not paying you for? Come on.
Jeez, they're just everywhere. Let me update this score.
Oh, it's a strategic timeout. It's a good time. They're increasing that score just a little bit. Tripathi's got a nice strike rate. Ron is still trying to get that strike rate up. No, I don't want that hat. Evil child. I don't want that.
So 8 overs in the books, guys. 8 overs in the books. They got to accelerate these next 2. These next, 4 overs before the 12, because you figure you could double your score after the 12. So they need to, in the next 4 overs, they got to get up there, Nick, so that they can have at least 100. Give me at least 12 and over.
I don't have a lot of faith in that doubling of scores in the IPL this year. I'm going to look into that right now.
The last 10 overs, Nick, on Wankiti, about 100 runs. Death overs for sure have been giving up, 12 and a half, 13 runs. So
Let's see what Mumbai had after 12 last time. Mumbai had 66 after 12. 132. They got 131. Wow. That's pretty close. All right. Let's go to the next match. I gotta find some vindication for my statement. RCB. Ha! They didn't double their score. But that's because they chased in the 17th. Let's see. Rajasthan. They had 96. If they doubled that, that would have been 192. They only got to 177. Ha! Take that. There's 1 point for me. Let's see.
It's not an exact
CSK.
science, but
Shush. CSK had 123. Double that, that'd be 246. They got 220. Take that. Let's see. KKR. Oh, they were bowled out. Goofballs.
wait, I got to talk about that game.
115. 230. They didn't get that. Oh, this debacle of the Punjab and SRH match. Oh, gosh. 80. That would have been 160. They got 120. That didn't work out there. Punjab, 66 after 12. That would have been 132. They didn't get that.
I like this comment here. I would bet Russ and Cummins over Morgan any day. Morgan just scores too slowly, man.
They got merch on the official Facebook page.
Do they have on their official first? Do they send it to America?
They don't send it to Nick. They hate Nick. Marketplace. Remember when we used to call him Tiwatia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of a marketplace is this? This is not the RCB marketplace.
Come on.
No, not
KKR. What are they? This is just captaincy. Morgan has been garbage since India series. He absolutely has, Krishna. I gotta agree with you. His captaincy has been garbage this season. They better get Dre Russ in there next. And these guys during this strategic timeout better have said, guys, can we score? Put up some runs. This one kitty.
Check Instagram messages. My man, that's what I'm talking about.
Jeez, Luke. Are you serious?
Oh, Gabe. If you're during the early match, Najib says he's down. CSK RCB.
Okay.
Pressure.
That's it. Bring in Andre Russell. I promise you, Nick, if he brings himself in, I'm going to lose it. Nitish Rana gone. Sakurai, this kid has got more than a wicket.
I didn't even see that.
A wicket.
I missed that. Awesome.
5 games, 6 wickets. That's 7 wickets for him now.
Ooh, and Samson, my mush pit, got the catch. Love it.
Come on, man.
Oh,
trash, bro. This is a trash performance. KKR, I'm going to rock with you because that's what I do, but I'm so angry at the captaincy. Give it back to DK. Morgan, you suck. Are you kidding me?
You want to go back to DK. Han, I got the link for the caps. I appreciate that, but I'm looking for more like a baseball cap like this, like the one Gabe has. Let me know if you can do some detective work on that one. But I appreciate it, my friend.
They put in the Rhine?
Yes. Nick needs some love. Dude, I don't know why you paid so much money for the caps that we got last year, dude. You can get these caps for $4.
Yeah, but it's the shipping that kills you. I paid like $30 for the shipping.
Oh, you better not catch that. Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna freak out if he got out on a duck.
There
Boundary,
you go.
baby.
Score.
I don't want him to go down. I want everyone else to go down.
Jeez, dude, you got to be kidding me.
Dude, you can get shirts for $4 or $5 too. I gotta move to India.
It's the shipping that kills you.
I know. Yes, sprinting for the single. That's what I'm talking about, Narayan. You know you're on my side.
Narayan sprinting for. When was the last time you saw Narayan sprint for anything?
He knows that Nick's backing him up. He's got to show up. He
Just
doesn't want
go
to
and
let me
score.
down.
Take some shots, guys. We got plenty of wickets in hand, bro. We got 8 wickets in hand.
He does not want to let me down. I'm shining. We need Tripatha to go down. We need Narayan to stay alive.
I need some runs here. Can I get a 6 this over, guys? Can I get a 6? Is it illegal to hit 6s?
Yes.
This is bad, Nick. Oh, both openers gone. Finally, something good happens for KKR. That's actually funny. Yeah, I need Russell to come in. Could you imagine, Nick, if they don't bring in Russell to like 7 with like 2-3 overs left in this game when their score is so low?
I would love that.
Or if Russell never gets to bat, even though this is a super
I would
low.
love that
Oh
even
my
more.
gosh. You can't make it up, bro.
Oh, Akshat. Now I hate you, my friend. Now I hate you. 3-pack of shirts for $6. Oh. Why must you flaunt your great prices, huh? Why must I live in this expensive country?
Come on.
Jeez, Zachariah. Why don't you calm down? Get out of there, Zachariah. You're killing Narayan's flow right now. Why you gotta be so good?
Bro, Sakurai is a savage. He's been probably, along with Harshal Patel, the best uncapped players this year.
Did you say probably?
Well, remember, technically Natish Rana is an uncapped player too. He's put up some pretty big runs.
He had one great game.
51 for 2. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Oh my gosh.
You have to pay twice as much for the iPhone? Oh, Apple always gets that money.
9 overs in the books. Guys, that was a 6-run, a wicket over. This is pathetic. KKR just doesn't want to win this game.
If KKR loses this game bad, are you going to burn that hat since it was cursed already?
Never. I rock with him, bro. Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm used to it.
Zachariah? I got a question for all of the Hindi speakers in the chat. Yesterday, I reacted to an old Amir Khan films trailer, a fan-made trailer. And I think it's the third word, W-O-H-I. The I at the end, is that pronounced with an I sound or an E sound? Is it wohi? Wohai? Is it vohai? Vohi? Help me out with the pronunciation, please. Yeah, we saw the Shang-Chi trailer. Gabe reacted to it on the final reaction.
I did check out that reaction. I thought we reacted to it together.
Wohi. No, I was, someone has to work. Someone has to. E. Thank you so much, guys. Wohi.
Come on, this is
I
pathetic.
should have gone with my instincts. How dare I not do that?
It's the slower ball that they're struggling with, Nick, and I can't believe they're not making an adjustment. They're getting eaten alive.
So in Hindi, when the I is at the end of the word, is it always the E sound? The long E sound? The only one. Secunda. There you go, Narayan. Get yourself a quick run. You get some runs for me. I made you my captain. Yes, always an eye at the
Undakat is
end.
bowling really
Or E at the
well.
end.
Mustafar bowling well. I mean, really, Sakurai is amazing. He's been amazing. Got himself a wicket, 5.5 economy rate. This is unexpected, Nick. Unexpected.
Thank you guys for everyone answering my Hindi question. I appreciate that. You guys are so kind.
Gabe, do you foresee a 10-wicket win for Rajasthan Royals? No, that's not going to happen. There's too many
Hey,
good bowlers on the other side.
Hey, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. It could happen. All right, so is this how you would say the title of the name? Jojita Wohi Sikandar. Is that how you say it? Hindi classes with Nick, that would be atrocious.
He said, look at Han, Nick. I can't find the same style of cap that Gabe has. I think
exactly.
A logo on Lakers hat. Now they got these. It was just hard to find, bro. And I had to pay ridiculous amount. Well, I sent you the clip where I got it from. It was on where was it from? Do I still have it?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I hate you. Now he makes the catch against my captain. Now he makes the catch against my captain. He makes an amazing catch against my captain.
Wow. What a catch.
What?
What is going on?
Now you make it against Narayan. I am mush now. Oh, I hate the fact that rubbed off on me.
Bro, what is going on this IPL? I can't even explain it.
He couldn't get that catch earlier. I mean, that was in the air for 5 years. He got it this time?
Nick, 5 years later.
Wow.
Bro, that's depressing. I know.
The only good thing for me, is Narayan bowls as well.
Dude,
but Narayan always does that. I should have known better. I'm hoping he gets me at least 2. If he gets me 2 wickets, I won't be too mad. Yeah,
you need at least 2 wickets. You need at least 2 wickets to salvage your day.
Keep Russ on the side. Bring in Morgan.
Morgan's himself in. Morgan's going to bring himself in. Do you know why, Nick? Because he's a terrible captain. Terrible. His new name is Captain Terrible, not Captain England. Captain Terrible Captain. Jeez.
I prefer Spanish classes. Hey, that's not fair. He actually speaks Spanish, okay? I was actually thinking, Gabe, because I actually have always wanted to learn another language. And I think I would have more luck learning, not completely, but at least a little bit of Spanish more than Hindi. So I grew up in Southern California. I know at least 30 or 40 Spanish words, not a lot.
Oh my gosh, Morgan put himself in. You know what? This season, I'm sorry, KKR, this season's going to suck for us because Morgan's a horrible captain.
Gabe, I don't know what you're stressing about. Both these guys are going to go down in the next 3 overs anyways. Russ is going to come in like the 14th over, and he's just going to rake the entire time. Mark my words.
Nick, he's had one game where he had 29. Everything else was 9, 11, 7, 14. Just trash. Why wouldn't you bring in the guy with the higher strike rate that could put up the big runs? Put in Patty Cummings before yourself. Or at least really come out and play this time. Trash. Morgan's absolute trash as a captain. Oh, bring back Karthik as captain.
Stop. You're horrible.
Not even a little bit.
Is it pronounced Kannada? Kannada? I want to say Kannada. Is it Kannada? You guys are helping me out with pronunciation so that when I'm doing these reactions, I can say it correctly.
What if Morgan performs today? First and foremost, I hope he performs today because I want KKR to win. But more importantly, he already made a mistake bringing in Narayan instead of bringing in the big hitters.
Kannada? Kannada?
What does it tell you guys that on an interview, Andre Russell said the reason he struggled last year was because he didn't see enough balls. He needs to come in an earlier side, and Morgan refuses to do it. What does that tell you? That Morgan doesn't listen to his players. That's why this team, the chemistry's up. I can tell you right now, they're done this year. I've seen this kind of stuff happen before. They're done. They're done. Jeez. Drop Morgan.
Oh, I told you they'd be able to come in. I told you he'd get a chance.
You gotta be kidding me. Jeez, dude.
I told you they'd have a chance. Bye, Morgan. That was a good move. Hot pocket. Hot pocket.
You guys are right. Morgan is great. He went off he performed today. Gosh, bro. I'll be back, Nick.
You know what's so bad about that run out? Is the fact that, who was that, Morris? Whoever it was that got the run out, he didn't even bother throwing it because he had so much time. He just walked the ball to the stumps.
I'll be right back.
No, they want to hear it. Oh, unfiltered. Oh, it's some crying time. Oh, I'm not sure why he's so unhappy. You got a better chance of bringing Russell in. Oh, Russell's going to get in this match, that's for sure. All right, back to the important stuff here. Back to the important stuff. Is it number one? All right, number one. Kannada. Number two. Kannada. Or Kannada. That's the important stuff. Dinesh Karthik is out there. No, Andre Russell. Kannada? That one? Kannada? Do I want to emphasize that much on the N? Kannada? Kannada. Stress the N. Kannada? Oh, now I don't want any of these guys to go down. I just want low strike rate galore because I can't have Russell go in there. I can't have Gabe's guy just go off. And if he does go in there, I want him to go down for a duck. Oh, yes. Still serious. Holy cow, Chittarajan. Why don't you stop with your bad self? English, Hindi, Marathi, Tulu, and understand Kannada. Wow. Look at him just slowly pick that up. I got plenty of time. Run out. Morgan is garbage. He is garbage this season. And you know what's hilarious? That's impressive, doctor. I can't hear the screams. He's screaming into a pillow. Excuse me. You know what's hilarious? I chose Morgan. You guys ready for this one? I chose Morgan as my MVP this year. Now, to choose an MVP at the beginning of the season is a very difficult task to get right. But how wrong was I? I think I am more bad luck than Gabe. Gabe's just more colorful about it. I think I am more bad luck.
All right.
How many tears did you shed?
You know, I just needed something to drink. Time to regroup. And I got a theory, newly formed. Right now, I've seen this happen to other teams, Nick. I had to regroup myself. But right now, what's going on is insurrection. That's exactly what's going on right now.
Oh,
right?
Oh wow. Insurrection. Okay.
Morgan replaced a beloved DK last year, right? And he's Mr. Analytics. He's Mr. This and that. You can't tell me some other players don't feel some kind of way about that because they're not playing for this guy first and foremost. They're not playing for Morgan. And then Morgan makes stupid decisions. Like he still puts in DK when you're at 61 runs. 61 runs instead of bringing your big guy out and giving him some innings. This is just telling you, when your star, Andre Russell, says, I need more balls. The reason I struggled last year because I kept getting brung in the side so late, and you still make whatever decision you want.
Goodbye.
It tells you that he doesn't care. He doesn't listen to his players. And you know what? I hope KKR gets rid of him next year. Do not retain this guy because he's trash.
We crushed DK last year. Crushed him. Morgan's been worse, I think.
He has been. Absolutely.
Morgan's been worse.
Has been. Are you
KKR
kidding me?
cannot buy a captain.
Bro, do you realize Andre Russell is like their second leading scorer, second or third, I want to say, and he comes in with no time at all?
I think his average spot to come in this season is 10.5.
Yeah, great captain. Great, Stefan. Great captain. He's doing a good job. A really good job. Really. He's doing a good job.
This is a good one right here.
Man.
This is a good one. Morgan is a computer captain. His laptop battery is down these last few days.
Bro, he needs to be sitting. You know what? Invite him to Dream 11 with us, Nick, because that's what he thinks he's playing out there. Dream 11. He doesn't know how to really captain. This isn't a computer game.
Gabe, remember when I chose Morgan as my MVP for the season?
Oh, I remember that. Gosh. Diamond duck with him without facing a ball. Absolute trash. Absolute trash. You can't make it up. And I'm telling you, Nick, there's mutiny going on, bro. Mutiny. Players are just like, yo, whatever, man. This guy doesn't listen
mutiny.
to us. We're not mutiny. Okay. All right.
Listen,
all that talent on KKR. You saying they're playing their best.
Let me tell you this. Oh, no, they're struggling. Obviously, they're struggling. Now, don't forget, Rajasthan Royals are some great bowlers, first of all, right? Just not against RCB, because RCB is top class.
One wicket are great bowlers. Stop.
They win against Paddy Cole and Kohli in their perfect form.
Stop.
They got Sakaria, who's like one of the top purple cap guys. Now, listen. When you say a team is mutiny, right? When you're saying that kind of stuff, that's disrespectful to the athletes themselves, that they would sink so low.
Okay, I mean, I'm being honest. You telling me that doesn't happen in sports? Okay, I'm telling you it does.
Not. I'd be disgusted if an entire team decided to say, hey,
we
don't like the captain. We cried to mommy and daddy, and they won't change anything, so we're all going to take matters in our own hands. That sounds like a Hollywood script to me.
And it happens, bro. I'm telling you, it happens. Give me 3
examples. Give me 3.
Oh, I could give you more than 3 examples, and not just captains.
Start with 3.
Not just captains. We're talking about head coaches, because the captain is basically the head coach in professional sports. The Knicks got rid of Jason Kidd, who was a winning coach. Got rid of Patrick Riley. Pat Riley, who took in more players and more teams to the NBA Finals, won more championships with the Heat and the Lakers. The Knicks ousted him, all right? And right now, they're about the Yankees got rid of Aaron Boone because he was too tough a manager. And not Aaron Boone, I'm sorry. Joe Girardi, he was too tough a manager. And now it's going to be Aaron Boone. Players, absolutely. If you're not a player's coach, and that's what you are when you're a captain, if you don't listen to your players, bro, they absolutely turn on you. You telling me they don't? Come on,
I need 3
man.
examples. You haven't given me 1 example yet.
I just did. I just did.
There's no facts. That's your opinion about certain things. I want to know facts.
So players coming out and saying, we're not playing for this guy, that's what you're asking for? No player would ever say that, Nick. But I've seen it happen with my own eyes, where they turn on players.
But your own eyes is so subjective.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying, like, that's a huge claim to make. And for a team to fire Pat Riley after several seasons of not being able to get the job done, right? And not being able to build a team. That is, if they fire Pat Riley, it does not mean the team quit on Pat Riley.
Okay, Chandan, excuse me. Morgan's a very good captain. I can only go by what I've seen with my eyes. Tell me what he's done this season has made him a good captain. Tell me one good decision he's made.
Gabe is just talking IPL, not international.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen him captain. Well, I have actually seen him captain.
We've seen him captain quite a bit
international.
internationally. Yeah,
But tell me
he's
what
just
he's
talking
done.
IPL.
Tell me what he's done in the IPL that makes him a good captain. Exactly. Dude,
You can
trash.
tell me it happens. Tell me. I need examples, guys. I need examples. It's
Bro.
easy to say. Listen, it's like saying that. It's like saying that it's going to snow in the desert. Yes, there's a chance, and yes, it's happened in history. But I want exact examples for me to believe. Several examples for me to believe. People say that all the time. My dad would always be a conspiracy theorist. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing this. I'm telling you, it's all fixed. The World Series is fixed. They already had the decision made. Besides the Black Sox scandal, I don't know of any other proof of that, but he would say that all the time. So I need the proof. I'm not just going to sit there and listen to all these. You know how many people believe that sports is fixed? Like actually fixed, like WWE, where they have all the decisions already made. People believe that. There are millions deep that believe that. I don't believe that.
It's not fixed, but you know what you're forgetting, Nick?
Give me the examples.
I'll give it to you really, really simple here. If you were a captain and you got replaced, you got your guys. You don't think you're going to feel some kind of way about that, especially if the guy that replaces you is worse?
They're professionals. They have a job to
Nick,
do.
They're human. That's the problem. People put these guys up as pedestals. I've seen the flaws.
Of course, they're human. They're professionals. I'm not saying they're perfect. Okay. I'm not saying they don't think bad thoughts. I'm not sitting here saying that everyone's so happy with the decisions of the captains and everyone's so happy with the coaches and it's all kumbaya. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't believe that a group of 5, 6, 8 guys are going to sit there and say, oh, they fired our captain. They took away our captain. We are so mad so that we're all going to not try. We're all not going to try. I don't believe that for a second.
Listen, this is...
And if you guys do, that's fine. I just don't subscribe to that theory. I think that's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And I don't think that you're understanding. Are they together conspiring to tank? No. What are they giving them? No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you he lost a team. I'm telling you he lost a team. He's lost his team.
That's different. That's completely different than what we're talking about.
I'm not going to go and play for you because you don't listen to me.
Different. Of course people lose their team. Of course that happens. You're saying that these guys are literally conspiring against
No, that's not what I said.
That's what you said.
Okay, so if that's what you understood, let me clarify. He's lost his team because of his decision, his captaincy, and that's what I meant by mutiny. I'm not going to play the way you want me to play because you don't listen to me. And that happens because these guys have egos, Nick. I'm telling you. Super chat missed. Let me go ahead. Oh, you on it?
I got it right here. Super chat here from Ranghu Ram Kari. Are you guys going to stream CSK versus RCB match tomorrow? 2. Morgan is a good captain, but this is just horrible cricket from KKR. 3. Mumbai is struggling. Drive by on Mumbai? Tell me something I don't know. They're out of Chennai right now, so we'll see how it goes. Yes, Gabe is thinking about streaming tomorrow morning, but it's a 3 a.m. match. He works till like 10 or 11 p.m. if he gets off early. So no guarantees, but he's trying. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to be asleep. Simple as that. It's going to be a great match.
Dinesh Karthik is an example. He had players turn on him. Look at Andre Russell's face. And here's the one thing, Nick, that I think that really convinced me about this argument. How often does a player come out and throw their captain under the bus? And I'm going to pull up the article and send it to you where Andre Russell says, I'm struggling this year because I'm not seeing the last ball. I'm struggled last year. I'm not seeing the last ball.
Now, guys are going to get balls. Guys are going to get frustrated. Absolutely, guys are going to get frustrated. Guys are going to have seasons where they're not going to put the best effort. My whole point is this. This is my entire point. I was very convinced that you were saying that they purposely are conspiring against. I don't believe in that in a second. That's what I'm trying to say. I have more respect for any athlete or any professional. But are they going to try as hard? Are they going to try to stretch out the single like we saw Narayan do a few minutes ago? Maybe not. That's where they're human. But that's my entire point.
This is bad. This is just, and it's almost like I think I'm even more angry, guys, because it's almost like he's doing it on purpose. Like, Russell, you're going to come out and talk out of turn? Guess what? Now I'm purposely not putting you in there until I feel like putting you in there. Really? Really? Just somebody look at the optics about this for a second. I'm going to pull up the article, and that's going to be in R3 wickets. I'm going to put it in there so you guys can see I'm not putting words in Russell's mouth. Look at Russell's face right now. He's dejected. And it's like he doesn't care. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience, Nick. Explain to me why Morgan is going to die on that hill and upset one of the superstars on this team. Anyone, explain that to me.
But, Gabe, how many times have we seen captains of any IP? What Morgan's doing is not an odd thing. We see it all the time. You save your guys who are suited for the death for later on. And then when you're losing wickets super early, you don't bring them out right away. Oh, what was that? That was ugly. Because you're assuming you're going to I know they're not assuming you're going to lose more wickets, but you're thinking, I want to save this guy for the death. We see that all the time in T20. The problem is fantasy comes into play, and now you start thinking, well, this guy can get more runs. This guy can score better. And it starts to, for the fans, it starts to cloud things.
I think read the article. That's all I got to say. When I send it to you, read the article and then look at Andre Russell's demeanor right now and tell me he's not ticked. That's all I got to say. And be honest, Andre Russell is really good, has his contingency of guys in there. All right. Him and Narayan, for instance, they're both West Indies. All right. Karthik has their contingency of guys. So here comes this new captain to take in midseason last year from a beloved captain. All right, DK, I didn't realize the other day that was his 200th IPL game. 200th IPL game, Nick. Look at Russell right now. Listen to the dugout. Everybody knows he should be in there right now, except Owen Morgan. And you're telling me there's nothing going on? Nothing at all.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is this. How good was was Russell last year in the IPL?
That's what was part of the conversation was. I think it was after the second game. He was bad. And they asked him what happened last year. And he said, outside of injuries, I just did not get a chance to get settled at the crease. They're bringing me in too late. Okay. I keep getting literally in the power play where now I can't build in innings and I'm getting dismissed because I got to score too quickly. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because if you bring me in at the death, basically, and I'm trailing a huge total or vice versa, I'm trying to put up runs because look at by the time he gets into the death, they may not even have 100. Now I got to go out there. I'm gonna get dismissed cheaply because now I'm trying to get those big runs. And he said, I don't come in and bat at 6 and 7. I don't do that. I need to get in early. I need to see more balls. I got to build my innings. So the fact that he came in, I think it was after the second game they had that interview, and he said that, and then the captain this year still brings him in at 6 and 7, regardless of whatever. That tells me that Owen Morgan isn't listening to his player. And I guarantee you, if he told the media that, Nick, he told Owen Morgan that. Why isn't Owen Morgan listening?
All right. Can I finish my thought, please? I asked
I
one
was answering your question.
No. My question was, how was he last year? That's all my question was. How did he do last year? He struggled immensely.
Right.
This is my problem. And people aren't going to like this. It's not going to be popular, especially West Indies fans. Sorry. Or Andre Russell fans. But this is my problem. If there's a head coach and there's a captain and even a vice captain, sometimes in cricket, they're going to make those decisions. Right? He struggled. He was in just about every match last year. He got in on the batting side in about every single match last year. Maybe not every single one, but most of them. It's not like he was missing 7 or 8 of them. And he struggled. They're showing it right here. He struggled with the wider lines last year or whatever, the dismissals. My problem is this. To sit there and say, barring injuries, and it's because I didn't get enough balls. That sounds like excuses to me. Those sound like excuses. And to throw under the bus the decision makers for why you didn't get in there earlier, you still got in. Okay? And it's not like it'd be different if he was like not out in most of those matches, but he only got like 5 balls and the game just like the innings ended. But he got in there, and for most of those times, he got out. They took his wicket away from him. And someone's saying that article was 2 or 3 years ago. I have no idea. But my point is this. He's going to have his reasons. He's entitled to his reasons, whatever. But when I hear injuries and how many balls I saw, those are things that aren't under his control. You got to give me some kind of responsibility there. You got to say, yes, I struggled with the wide ball, or yes, I struggled with this, or I struggled with the UAE, whatever it is. But when I hear those two things, it gets me a little frustrated as a fan, because it's like you got to take some responsibility. And we've seen many, many times in sports, Terrell Owens and so many other situations, where someone's not happy with the decisions that are being made for them in their play, and they're getting frustrated and they're sulking in the corner or this or that. It's detrimental to the team, whether you like it or not. It's not cohesive, and it's not a chemistry thing. And unfortunately, these guys are athletes. These guys are professionals. These guys get paid bazillion times more than I do, and I put in 60 hours a week as a teacher. So that's my point, okay? That's my point. And if I was to sit there and get together with some teachers in the grade at school and be like, you know what, I don't like our principal, and we're going to do this, and we're not even going to try, what is that going to do? What is that going to do? That's my whole point.
All right. Simple rebuttal for what you're saying right now. Who's been RCB's best player this year?
It's been a combination of a bunch of guys, but Glenn Maxwell's done very well. ABD's done very well.
How did Maxwell do last year?
He was horrible.
Who's been one of the best players for CSK this year?
Oh, I don't pay attention to that garbage team.
I can tell you right now, it's been a guy, Moeen Ali, who barely got in on the side of RCB. My point to you is really simple. If you don't realize or don't think that that captaincy or coaching, if you're saying it's the coach, okay, it's the coach. Somebody put a comment up that Andre Russell is too vocal for his own detriment. I'm sorry, I'm a vocal person too. I don't shut my mouth for nobody. That's just who I am. And sometimes that does get players in trouble. But you know what? You brought me here. Other IPL teams will be happy to have Andre Russell. My point is really simple. Okay, yes, sulking doesn't help, Nick, but as a captain, you got to put your players in a position to succeed. And if your player is telling you he needs to do something to succeed and you're not doing it, you're not being a good captain. I could see if Morgan was going out there and putting up 40 and 50, okay, doing what Andre Russell did last time, but he's not. So what is Morgan doing to help him win this? What's his contribution to winning games this year?
I don't know. I'm not in those rooms. I have no idea. But you're saying if a player comes to a captain or a coach and says, this is what I need to be better, don't you think there's going to be several players that are saying that? You can't. I mean, you're a teacher. You can't please all the students and all the you're a coach. My kid should be the starting shortstop. My kid should be the number one pitcher. My kid should be this. Right. This is what he needs. This is why my kid's dying at number 4 pitcher or only getting 2 innings. It's not always going to work. I'm not in those locker rooms, so I don't really know.
Would you put Manny Machado at 9, Nick? Would you put Manny Machado at 9?
I would have a second leadoff hitter. That would be fantastic.
You know what? You're just trying to piss me off.
And he's struggling right now with the bat, but not struggling with the glove. So that would be a nice experiment. Put the pitcher
you know in, what?
Put Manny at 9.
Now you're just trying to be annoying. Anyway, Raghu Ram Kadi says, Nick, just look at Dhoni. He knows he's not the best at the moment, so he pushes himself down the order, except the last match, and promoted others. And you know what?
Yeah, but that's Dhoni, though.
Captaincy matters.
Dhoni for Dhoni reasons. Come on.
Captaincy matters, and that's kind of what my point was all along. There's a super chat by Jihan. I can't even find it.
That's all you had to say was just captaincy matters.
Or Morgan's a horrible captain. Sack him. Are you guys enjoying the fact that Mumbai have been taken back to earth this IPL season?
No.
I am. Also, Padikkal debut for India soon. Thoughts? I said Padikkal should have been debuted for India last year and got crushed.
We. Come on.
We did. We did.
CFA. Come on. There's 2 of us here. Come on. I talked about Padikkal too.
We did.
Come on.
I'm just shocked right now. But you know what this comes back to? And I think I have a different perspective, Nick. Because of my experiences personally, with friends, family members who have played at high levels, college ball, etc. Myself even coaching, and B, because I drive as a limo driver, a lot of these athletes, these James Hardens of the world, all these guys that come to Vegas, and you realize that they're flawed human beings. Bro, I've seen NBA superstars, I'm not throwing a name out there, but be in Vegas the very night they just were in a playoff game and still got to play the next day. Take in a flight instead of getting rest, instead of taking a flight, bro, to come to Vegas. Like, what are you guys doing? You're in the middle of the playoffs, not regular season game, playoffs. I've seen these guys, bro, they're flawed human beings. And I'm telling you, if we could get over ourselves with our egos, it would be a great thing. But 99 point, and I'm a victim of it myself. I know that for a fact. Most people can't. And right now, I see two very strong personalities, and Andre Russell clashing with Owen Morgan. And we'll see who wins. Let's see who KKR keeps next year.
You think Owen Morgan has a strong personality?
Dude, not listening to your players? You don't think so?
That doesn't mean you have a strong personality. You have leadership. You're not always going to listen to the people below you. I just never got that impression that he has a strong personality. I could be wrong. I didn't get that impression too much from Andre Russell either until I see him. Honestly, I got to say, I'm not saying this just to troll. I am not a fan of what he's doing right now. He is visibly pissed, and he's allowed to be pissed. People get pissed sometimes. But he is visibly sulking in the corner. Oh, is that going to be caught? Come on. Thank you. That was crazy. That kind of went away from him. He just stretched his arms up. That was nice. Now you'll have Russell come in. But
maybe not.
We'll see if he's allowed to use that anger and that frustration to fuel him to go off right now. But typically when I'm angry, as angry as he is right now, and I don't think we've ever seen anyone in our 2 seasons of the IPL that visibly upset on the sideline. It'll be interesting to see. For me, I wouldn't be able to perform at my best when I'm that upset.
Me neither.
So
I couldn't. I was. You know what? Who was it that refused to go in a game one time? He was like, "I'm not going in." I forget what it was. Baseball.
There's Andre Russell. He's coming in, not Cummins. Russell's coming in.
There was a player who was upset too, Nick, and they tried to call on him, and he said, "Nah, I'm not coming in." And it was a huge thing. I forgot who it was. And I could even see that now. Like, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I pulled the hammy, whatever. I'm not coming in. You right. You don't see this kind of thing. And the fact that you're seeing it tells you, oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. You can't tell me that's going to be a happy bus ride after the game back to the hotel. 94 for 5. This is the performance that this team gave on the ground that's routine. The last 2 games have been 200. You telling me this team right now isn't broken? You telling me this team right now?
I chose this team to win the entire thing because I honestly believed they had all the guys and all the pieces in place. They're all struggling right now. They are all struggling. Karthik is one of the better guys this season, right? And he hasn't come in until later on. But listen, if Russell comes in here and he goes off, right? You're not going to like this. You're not going to like this at all. But there's an argument that Morgan was right. Save him for the death. Bring him in the death. Have him go off. Not lose a wicket in the middle overs. I'm just saying. If he goes off, it's not necessarily going to be a bad thing for Morgan. They keep saying that Morgan won the World Cup as a captain. Absolutely. But we're talking IPL. We are talking the world of IPL. Our audience has molded us, has taught us time and time again. Right. Do not mix IPL and international up. We are the result of your creation, so to speak. Right. So we are focusing just on IPL, the world of IPL.
Here's another good example. Everyone told me, bro, there's no way Steve Smith gets in on the side on DC. No way. All right. Not only did Steve Smith get in once and go out on a duck, he got in twice and helped win that second game. Let me ask you a question. Steve Smith's an Aussie, right? So is the captain, Ricky Ponting. You don't think that matters? Guys, people are human beings. I just don't think you guys, maybe we're too honest. I know I'm too honest. Okay? You don't think favoritism plays a role in stuff? Look at how nepotism runs wild in Bollywood and Hollywood and everywhere else. It matters. It absolutely does. Decision making isn't always done on what's best for the team or what's best for this film or what's best for whatever. It's done on personal what do you call it? On personal thoughts, personal feelings, what people biases.
Catch it.
And that's
I hate you.
Bottom line, man. Bottom line. And it's right now, it's glaring. This team, and I'm sorry, I'm rocking with KKR. They're broken. I've seen this happen to many teams. I think that they may honestly challenge for the wooden spoon. They're losing to the wooden spoon team right now that has no Ben Stokes, has no Jaffa Archer, has no Ben Livingston, who just said, yeah, I got bubble fatigue, I'm out of here. Really?
Let me respond to this theory. I sometimes feel that Han Solo is Corbin Miles. Unfortunately, Corbin Miles from RCB Reactions.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I know for a fact that Han Solo knows who MS Dhoni is and knows who Sachin is.
Oh, wow. The drive-by. Oh, man.
And who Steve Watt is, by the way. So there goes that theory.
Chitil, I like this. The coach and the analyst is Morgan's best mates. And I think that people say that
I would believe
Morgan is an analytical coach, right?
Let's go for a golden duck. Let's go for a golden duck.
I'm going to ask this question because this to me is one of the things that's ruining baseball, okay? Do you think, and Nick, I'll ask you this. How do you feel about coaches, captains, whatever, coaching specifically on the analytics, not going with their gut, not going with performance, saying, oh, a lefty's coming in, I'm going to pull my right-hander off the mound just because it's lefty and I need that lefty-on-lefty matchup. And that's a baseball analogy. But what do you think?
Listen, it's tough because we have convinced ourselves that our gut is always right. And a free hit. Oh, gosh, a free hit. So
he was almost gone. He was almost gone there. I think Russell is upset. Ravi, you think Russell's upset? Have you not? Oh, maybe you're not watching the game. You could visibly see it. Even Nick had admitted that he was sitting there with his arms crossed, soaking in the corner. Pissed,
even Nick had admitted? Wow, drive-by. Like, I can't see anything
because you were like, oh, I don't think there's a... What?
Listen, I know how you roll, Gabe. You put your flag in there and you stick on there forever. I try to be as reasonable as possible. I'm always going to tell you how I honestly feel about things, whether you got me fired up or not. That's just how I'm always going to be. And of course, for me he's obviously, I mean, come on. Of course I'm going to say he's upset. Why would I not? But to answer your previous question, people go to their gut too much. But if you want job security, you go with the analytics because at least you can explain as an excuse when they want to fire you. We went over the analytics together as a group. We all felt good about this. I didn't go rogue. That's why I think most people stick with the analytics because it's job security.
Interesting. I think analytics honestly is ruining sports. I'll give you a really good example here.
Catch it.
Analytics say Tom Brady sucks. Analytics said Tom Brady was the 259th player picked in the draft. Go with your gut. Greatest quarterback of all time. Still can't run fast. He had linemen beat him on his 40-yard dash. Linemen. Guys, you know what? Linemen weigh 350 pounds. And those guys had a faster 40 time than Tom Brady. Analytics can go themselves. All right? You got to go with the gut sometimes. And honestly, man, my Yankees, notorious for that. No, they don't let a pitcher, Nick, go through the order a third time unless it's Garrett Cole, because analytics say, even if the pitcher's doing well, oh, on a third time, the batting average comes up. Get out of here with that garbage, man. This is the worst performance this year. I'm so upset right now.
Did we read the super chat yet?
Oh, no. I clicked on it and I forgot to read it. I met Owen Morgan in a nightclub in Cardiff. Don't know where that is. When I was at university in 2008.
Cardiff.
After he rained off England, of course. After rained off England, South Africa ODI, end of season, he was really awkward as hell. A lot of athletes are. A lot of athletes are, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Some of these guys don't understand reality, and I know what it is. You know what I mean? You got to understand, for a lot of these guys, sports is all they know, and they're socially awkward sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. And I think for me specifically, one of the things I've stopped doing, guys, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the NBA, oh my gosh, these guys are so undisciplined. So undisciplined. Just go online and go on TMZ and see how many of these guys are in Vegas during the season. That's all I got to say. That's like all I got to say, because I'm not throwing any names on the bus. Why would you be in Vegas on a weekend that you know you got games? What? Huh? So undisciplined.
But Gabe, they're humans. They're human
exactly.
beings.
And that's my point. They need to be held accountable.
But they need to be held accountable. That's what I've been saying this entire time. But they need to do a better job. They need to be professional.
But that's the thing. They're not. So my thing is, okay, you might say I'm a captain and I'm going to do things my way, not at the detriment of my team. Okay, yes, you already know it's not a good look for Andre Russell to be out there pouting, but obviously you know he's upset. So are you going to die on your sword, Owen Morgan, and be, headstrong, and I'm not going to listen, I'm going to do what I want to do? How does that work out with coaches in the NBA or NFL?
There has to be a leader. There has to be a leadership group. And the rest of people are not going to be that leader or in that leadership group at that moment. You're going to have people that are not happy about their playing time, about their batting order, about where they're coming in, when they're being bowled or when they're being used to bowl. You're going to have people that are unhappy. If you're, as a captain, making decisions because people are unhappy as opposed to what you think is best for the team, then you're not being a leader. And for people that, have experience with that, they know exactly how tough that is. You have to make tough decisions. Look, KKR is not doing well. I don't think it's just because Andre Russell's not coming in earlier in the game. I don't think that's the only reason why. So you got to look at the overall, not just the individual. But let's get back to the match right now. Andre Russell, 3 runs on 3 balls. Karthik, 25 on 23. Karthik's got a strike rate of over 100. I think Tripathi ended with a decent strike rate before he lost his wicket. How much is KKR going to get in this match? Are they going to get to 160? Are they going to get to 170? I don't know. I have no idea. KKR is struggling. That is for sure. 150 max. What's with the drive-by on Ayushka Sharma? Boomer. The Royals are better than RCB. RCB is better than Anushka Sharma. Ouch. The drive-by. You got to be nice to the wife, my friend.
Yeah, Gil wasted 19 balls. I mean, that was another thing I said. I mean, it's this team is reeling, guys. And I don't think that a lot of people understand my Yankees. I'll give you a good example right now, and I'm seeing it with my first hand. The Yankees had the worst 10-game losing streak. They started with the worst opening in 100 years. You telling me the Yankees don't have talent, guys? Look at that roster. That team right now is just all kinds of bad. And it started, to me, I think, in the preseason when they didn't want to give their best hitter a contract, a 3-year contract. Because it was too much money.
Goodbye. There you go. Looks like he's over his frustration there. You can tell the first few balls he wasn't really too into it, but now he's got that 6. That might be able to turn something on for him. 116 in the middle of the death. Oh my god!
Oh, it's just this may be the worst performance in the IPL this year.
Let me ask you this question. I don't want you to be as objective as Gabe can be. All right. I want you to put that objective cap on. Do you think, I don't know where you'd want Russell in, 3 or 4? You want him at 4? If you had it your way?
If I had it my way, he'd be coming in at 4.
Okay. Do you think if he came in at 4 that KKR would win this match? You think that one change would be the difference?
There needed to be 2 changes made, and they weren't made. And again, I'm going by listening to the pros and the analysts. They talked about it last time. KKR needs to flip the order because the top of their order has been doing nothing. Absolutely, again, nothing. Not just Nitish Rana, to your point, has had 1 or 2 good games, right? And
yes,
Shubman Gill's been terrible. Been terrible. All right, I would have put Narayan in the opening partnership with either Nitish Rana because we know for a fact, we know those 2 changes would have won them this game. Nick, they scored 30 runs or 24 runs, I think it was, in the power play. They wasted that. That's where they lost the game. And that's Owen Morgan saying, nope, I'm not changing anything. I'm going to die on this sword. And that's bad captaincy. Bad captaincy. If the analysts, forget about Gabe. I'm a joke. I don't know anything as far as like only been watching cricket for a year. But all the analysts go on Crick Buzzer saying they need to change this lineup. And everybody knows that except for Owen Morgan. Everyone knows it, but except for Owen Morgan.
Catch it.
Gone.
Yes.
Gone. Woo! Everyone knows it except for Owen Morgan. And I would say it's too late at this point. You know what I'm saying? That was a great catch. I would say it's too late at this point in the season. They're going to go to 1-4. It's almost impossible to make the playoffs. I mean, you got to go on a real run. But, and look, are you listening to the dugout view right now? Once again, Andre Russell, too much left for him at the end. He's got to swing at every ball. And that's really what he was talking about, where I can't build my innings. I got to take every shot because I've got a huge total to try to make up. And it's brutal. I don't understand the thinking, but it is what it is. I'll tell you this. I'm glad it's a mega auction next year because to me, they got to either give it back to Dinesh Karthik or they got to get rid of Owen Morgan. Go get yourself, I don't know, Kane Williamson, go get yourself another captain. This guy ain't a captain. Not on this team.
I don't know if you go back to DK. When you make a decision to demote someone just to put him back, you know, I know it's 2 different seasons, but 7 games later, what was the point of that? I mean, it might be the right move, but I don't see the upper management doing that because it makes them look stupid. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Honestly, KKR is underperforming immensely. All their guys are just not performing right now. And, you know, I got to say it. I think Russell being in that bad mood, I mean, it kind of screwed over his performance regardless.
Oh,
right?
For sure.
I'm not going to say he can't get some wickets because I think, I don't know why. I just feel like he's more comfortable bowling this season than batting. But he, I mean, it's tough. Am I going to sit here and say that I would not get upset if I felt I wasn't being used properly? Of course I'd get upset. But at the same time, in that situation, when you're an athlete and you're not in charge, what can you do about it? You can request it. You can have conversations. You can do all these kind of things. But unfortunately, optics is part of it. And when you allow yourself, for example, okay, I used to, when I was an early on teacher, I had a different school I worked at with a different administrator. And that particular administrator started off things. We had meetings almost every morning, and it was just negativity every single morning. Nice catch there. Sakaria, I think, is who caught that catch off Morris. I should have picked up Morris. Let me finish my thought real quick before Gabe loses his mind. But the negativity almost every day started off my day, and I allowed it. I allowed it to affect me. I get so angry. I get so frustrated that negativity was coming, and I would allow it to frustrate me, and it kept me from being a better teacher than I could have been because the students had nothing to do with it. I should have turned the page, been professional, gone up there, put on my happy face, and been the best teacher possible. And I learned from that mistake. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. I'm not saying it's easy. It's super difficult, but it's about the performance. Got a super chat here. Russ has no technique to build innings, says RJ. Thanks for the super chat. I don't know too much about Andre Russell, the batsman. I really don't. That's why I keep talking about the attitude. That's all I keep talking about because I don't know too much about him as a player.
You know,
He was the thing, Nick. 2 years ago, right?
Huh? 2019.
2 years ago, right?
2019.
Where did he bat in the order on that year? I'm curious.
I think he came in at like 5 or 6. I can't remember. Okay. Russell has a huge ego. Let me explain something, guys. If you don't got a huge ego, then you'll never be a great player. If you don't step out on the field thinking I'm the best, you won't be the best. You don't think Kohli has a huge ego? You don't think Sasha had a huge ego or Donnie? I'm being honest. If you don't think you're the best, then don't even lace them up. You should always think I'm the best, no matter who you are. Regardless, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna rake, bro. That's how you become great. You hold yourself always to a higher standard. But with that being said, Nick, I think that personal experiences always come into play. And I see this kind of stuff happen even at the high school level where head coaches, that's why they drive me crazy as well. Head coaches' egos, drive me crazy. They do what they want to do. And it's one of those things, man, where I think that the biggest issue with sports, in my opinion, and you see this happen, is that people can't take the what do you call it? People can't take the emotion out of it, okay? And yes, I'm not just talking about Morgan here. I'm talking about Russell. I am disappointed in how Russell looked out there today.
Boundary.
Because if I'm a good reporter, my very first question to him, because I want to piss him off, is like, so did the message, you look kind of dejected there. Did the message not get received that you don't like batting down in the order? I'm going to try and piss him off because I want him to go off. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if IPL reporters are that way, but American reporters are. Hey, you looked a little tick there. What happened? Your arms are crossed. You're sitting soaking in the corner. I mean, you know what I mean? That's the first question that would come out of my mouth. And yes, a reporter's job is controversy. Controversy sells. You want that that headline. You know what I'm thinking about right now? Langer management. Those reporters were beautiful the way they attacked him. And they set it up and he went off. Just set him up on a tee. Right now, that should be the first thing a reporter says. Wow, 124. I mean, whatever they end up getting. So, I mean, no changes again. Everything stays the same. Russ, how do you feel about coming in at 7 once again? You mentioned that would be my question. You mentioned you wanted to build your earnings. You were struggling because you weren't seeing enough balls. I mean, that would be the first thing I would say.
Catch it. And, that just fell where no one was. Can I just say one thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cummins I even realized Cummins got in there. Man alive. But I picked up Mavi for his bowling skills. He got me a boundary. I'm just saying, some extra points there. Gabe, for Wendy's Russell role is to come in at 5 or 6. Whenever we collapse, he comes in earlier and bowl 3 or 4 overs whenever, and Bravo always bowls in the death. Someone had said earlier that Russell's been playing the IPL since 2012. And besides 2019, where he lost his mind, he has not been that great any other season. That's interesting. I don't know too much about his history. I know Arav, one of our big-time viewers, is a huge fan of Andre Russell. I think he's more successful in the CPL. Oh, that was horrible. But I don't know too much about it. We got a super chat here from Swastik. Thank you so much for that. KKR dugout always seems to be dull and tense. I agree with that 100%. They are underperforming, but maybe they're just not that good. I don't know.
No,
maybe they don't have enough.
No,
I don't know.
I can't agree with that.
Listen, of course, but 1-4, okay? Or assuming they're going to lose this match, they might win it. Who knows? 1-4, right? Maybe they don't have the right amount, the right openers. They don't have the right middle order. I don't know. Gabe seems to think that you take Morgan out of the equation, you put Russell at 5 or 6, and everything's roses and whatnot. I think it's a lot more than – I just don't think they're that good this year maybe. Who knows? And I picked them to win the whole entire thing. I don't want to admit that I was wrong about that. RJ, another super chat here. KKR is a bad team. There you go. Period. No responsible player. Thank you, RJ. He agrees with me.
Including the captain is included in that, right? You lead by example. No responsible players. Here's the thing. You picked them to win it all. And you know why? Because they got Sunil Narine. They got Russell. They've got Patty Cummings. All right. They got Nitish Rana. They got Shubman Gill. You telling me this is a bad team? They don't have an excuse to be playing this bad. All right. The Rajasthan Royals with their losses. The Rajasthan Royals with their losses have an excuse to play poorly. Right now, this team is playing poorly because of what was said. All right. There's no chemistry. All right. Obviously, if anyone can't at least admit the fact that there's got to be, what do you call, a rift in that locker room, then we're not watching the same game.
Oh, he got it.
Wow.
Oh, what a catch. He was positioned perfectly. Oh, a celebration. They did a little selfie celebration. I love it. And, of course, Tawani was all involved in that celebration.
Bro, that's embarrassing. This
team could not get a wicket against RCB. Now, RCB is the best, obviously. They could not get a wicket against RCB, and look at what is going on here.
They're being embarrassed right now. I'm glad this is happening. They need to blow this team up. This is embarrassing. You're being embarrassed against the bottom feeders of the IPL, against a toothless Rajasthan Royals. They're clowning you out there.
You watch your mouth. All right.
Clowning you.
Arjit saying that you make Jesus the captain, they'll still lose. Oh, super chat, Dr. Jihan. Hey, save some money for the groceries, my friend. He says, on the 97 tour, Australia came to play Kent in my hometown, Canterbury. Oh, where the tails are at. I went to get Justin Langer's autograph. My brother asked me to go back and get him one too, and he said, no, one's enough. JL's always been moody. Okay, can I just say one thing? And this is going to make Jihan hate me now. I kind of understand where Justin Langer's coming from, all right? I really do. I get the moody thing, and that's kind of jacked up when you're looking at it from your perspective, right? But to play devil's advocate for a second, I kind of get where he's coming from. I was watching Trevor Bauer's channel. He's a baseball player. He has his own YouTube channel. He loves his YouTube channel. And he was at Petco Park, San Diego, and he took some time to sign autographs. And I thought to myself, wow, this guy's not starting that day. He can worry about his, regiment. He goes out in the field and he signs autographs for the Padre fans. And they were trolling him a little bit. It was kind of cute and kind of funny. He didn't have to do that. A lot of players don't like signing autographs. And so it depends, Jihan. In a non-super chat, you can answer this question. Were there a lot of people getting his autograph? Because I can see him saying, hey, I already signed one for you. Sure, it's for your brother. But anyways, that is pretty funny. That's cool that you got his autograph. That's jacked up that he said no, but I can kind of understand it.
Bro, and that even makes me dislike him even more because, gosh.
He hates Nick today. Gabe hates himself some Nick comments today.
No, bro. You know what? This is what pisses me off.
I want to know how many people were there.
This is what pisses me off about athletes. And if we as fans don't support your game, if we as fans don't buy your product, all right, then you're just a jacked up, muscle-bound freak. Now you're not making any money. All right. So don't treat us like we're peasants. Don't treat us like we're second citizens. Sign that autograph. It's part of your job. Gosh, I hate that, bro. Especially when they do it. I really do. And again, I've got a really jaded view of athletes. Somebody earlier said, what's wrong with Vegas? If one of your athletes is in Vegas during the season, that means this athlete's out here and I'm going to be partying, drinking, doing other stuff he shouldn't be doing. That's what you want out of the guy you're paying millions of dollars to be out there?
Vegas is not known for their athletic training facilities. Let's just say that.
They're not coming here to train, cousin. They're not coming here to train. You know what I mean?
Another super chat here from Vishnu. Thank you, Vishnu. We appreciate that. Guys, this is Boomer here, and somebody seems to have hacked into my account. Kindly ignore the other account until the issue has been fixed. Really?
No, Boomer. They hacked you.
Oh, what was that? Mavi, You got me 5. That's all you can get me. It's all right. I got you for your bowling.
All right, boom. I'm going to put that user in timeout. I won't block him, but I'm going to put him in timeout so no crazy comments come out.
Boomer, are you kidding me? Someone hacked into your account? That's annoying, and that's crazy. Are you being sarcastic here? Because that is just unfortunate. I know this is Boomer because I've seen Instagram messages from his name and his picture before. But wow. I was going to say Boomer was on one today.
Nick, 133 for 9. Is this the worst loss of the season? It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be.
The real strikes. Morris is your vice captain. Man, I was going with my instincts, and that was my initial instinct. No, this is bad, Gabe. This is they got what, 2 more runs than Mumbai got, and Mumbai was in Chennai?
In Chennai. This is a run that this is a pitch that the last 2 games have given up 200 runs plus. This is embarrassing. This team, they literally need to have a soul searching. You know, if I am SRK, I am going in the locker room myself. Like, what is going on here? You represent this shield. You represent this purple and gold. What is going on? I'm sacking everybody, bro. This is embarrassing. Wow.
This is crazy. Someone asked earlier, are you mad about Mumbai coming down to earth? Yes, obviously I'm frustrated about it. I'm a fan. But I'm not as mad because they won the last 2 IPLs, right? I mean, I keep saying it, like the chances are teams rarely repeat, for crying out loud, in any kind of sport. So I'm not too frustrated about it. It sucks that they're not playing the same way. It sucks that one ground makes a difference for them. But hopefully things get turned around. Hopefully.
Oh, no joke. I didn't see the other guy typing until I logged into my account. So I thought it was a bunch of salty RCB fans trolling me.
Dude, Vishnu, that's so good to hear because, you know, we got a lot of love for Boomer no matter what. But I was sitting there like, what's Boomer doing? What is he doing today? That sucks, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh. Look at Han Solo. Maybe Jordan hacked Boomer. He has nothing else to do when a cricket match is taking place.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
This is...
All right, I'm going to get myself some breakfast.
Go ahead, brother.
Some breakfast. I've been extra salty today. I'm going to get something sweet inside of me.
Ooh.
I'll be back. Justice
Salty,
for Boomer.
You're about to make the pick. You took the toothless Rajasthan Royals, and they're about to win against KKR. You're back on the winning side, bro.
Is that why you're really mad that you took Russell as your captain and that you chose KKR against Rajasthan and your 5-0 streak is in jeopardy?
I'm not gonna say I'm salty because I thought that I'm more salty about the loss because if you cannot beat the Rajasthan Royals. Bro, you're not beating RCB.
Hey,
you're not beating DC.
Easy.
You're not beating CSK. I'm sorry. That's just being real. Now, no disrespect to Rajasthan Royals fans, but they are toothless this year. They lost too many players. So this, to me, ends their season. And I'm more upset because I can visibly see that there's turmoil going on in that locker room, Nick. You know what I'm saying? You can see that that there's a dissension in the ranks, and it wasn't a good look today. It wasn't. I'm praying that they interview Russell after the game. I'm staying on for the press conference and everything. I want to hear those press conferences. I want to see what Morgan's gonna say, and I want to see what Russell's gonna say.
You think there's gonna be a fist fight?
When Gabe sees the ban button, he only sees Renell. Easy there. I'll never live it down, Nick. I'll never live it down. Listen.
Oh man, I love it. All right, I'll be back.
Later. Guys, please read my last comment. Another KKR has recently released a video titled DK to Morgan, smooth transition in their YouTube channel. That is hilarious. Oh, man, that is hilarious. Gabe, react to KKR YouTube, DK to Morgan, smooth transition. Please, please, please react. Now this break. Why not? Let's react to it during this break. I'm a KKR fan, and I want to know how smooth a transition it's been, because I don't feel it's a smooth transition. Maybe you guys do, but let me pull that up. Guys, I'll tell you exactly which one I'm watching so that if you guys want to join me, you can. Before I do that, let me get to the super chat. Thank you, Jihan, for the super chat. JL was taking some time. JL was talking to some random guy. No one was around them. I was only 9 years old and devastated. 12 years later, I got a pick with Brett Lee. Same place. I kept calling out Brett Lee, and he responded. That's awesome, Jihan. And like I said, for me, I think that as an athlete, you have a responsibility to your fans. If you don't want to be a role model, then don't cash the check, cousin. All right, don't cash the check. And that kind of stuff seriously frustrates me. Don't cash the check. Get out of the limelight. You're not you. Don't be a public figure. If you don't want people coming up to you and asking for autographs, don't be a public figure. But thank you for the super chat, and that sucks. It happens to you, honestly. It really does, man. It's a 17-minute video. Oh man, I don't know if we got 17 minutes, but I definitely want, what's it called? KKR smooth KKR smooth transition. Episode 3, DK to Morgan. 17-minute video. Let's check this thing out, guys, because I want to see what they say, and I want to see if there's any lasting animosity there between DK, because he's also got to feel some way. I feel specifically this year he's outplayed he's outplayed let me put in timeout. All right. And don't do it, Gabe. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's going on. And read Han's solo comment. Where's Han's comment? If I can find it. Uh Gabe. Gabe's brain when looking to ban someone. How do you spell boomer? Yes, cousin. REE. You're out of control. Oh man. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna check out this video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and check out this video. If you guys want to watch it with me, go ahead. I like this. SRK recently tweeted out his frustration a few matches ago. He should be. This team is not playing as a team. They're not playing cohesively, and it's a problem. That today was ugly with Andre Russell, and I can't blame him. But I want to go ahead and check out this video. Again, DK to Morgan, the smooth transition. KKR films episode 3. And we're probably not going to get through all 15 or 17 minutes, but I just want to see what the conversation is there and what the chemistry is between the two. All right, guys. So, yeah, let's check this out. And 3, 2, 1.
I just read the comment from Jihan to respond about the JL situation, and I retract my previous statement. That's jacked up. He had no one around him. He was just talking to some guy. No one else was asking, and you went back for another one. You already got one. Oh, man, that's messed up. Wow. So, Gabe, it looks like – what's up, Vishnu? What's up, Boomer? It looks like if the season goes the way it's been going, right? Now, once again, you won't have both of your babies in the playoffs, and I quite possibly could. So we're looking after 2 seasons. I'd have 4 in the playoffs, and you'd have 1. Ah, how glorious does that feel? He's not talking at all. You read a novel over there?
No, I'm watching this video that somebody suggested.
My bad.
Called DK to Morgan, The Smooth Transition, KKR Films Episode 3. And it is documenting what happened last year when he steps down. And he's having a conversation, or trying to have you're good, honest conversation with his team. And one of the interesting things he says, he's like, look, how many of you guys thought that the game was over in the 4th and 6th over? I just want people to be honest. You know what I mean? You youngsters, be honest. How many people kind of thought it was over and gave up? Which, again, people think it's crazy to say that athletes give up. They do. They're human beings. And he even says, listen, I know when Russell comes in and he's ready to fire. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. I also know when he's upset. And it's funny, he's mentioning this. And this came back, I don't know if you remember that game last year where they had the win and absolutely collapsed. And it was unbelievable. That's the game after he stepped down. And this is basically the conversation he had with his team afterwards. But it's super interesting right now. I'm going to keep watching a little bit. I got an eye on, if you guys want to, I'm at the 2 minute and 33 second mark. If you guys want to catch up with me. And I'll keep an eye on the game to make sure it doesn't start either. I'm going to stop the video right there, about the 4 minute mark. I'm going to finish watching it, but it was interesting him having that conversation and what he's talking to his team about how, if you don't believe in your 4, 5, 6, if you don't believe in a Russell or a Narain or I forgot the third name he mentioned, then don't even bother showing up to play if you're in the playing 11. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that belief that the game is never over and you want to fight. And obviously, he said all the right things or whatnot. I remember him struggling, man. And again, maybe I'm wrong, guys, and there is too much responsibility for captains in the IPL. It just is. I argue it is the hardest in all professional sports, being a captain in cricket. You got way too many decisions, way too much power. And again, power is a bad thing too, right? Setting the field, setting your lineup, bringing in bowlers, helping choose the play in 11, all that. It's pressure like you wouldn't believe. And me personally, I'm too emotional. I'll tell you right now, I'm not built for that I am not built for that. And I think it's hard for a lot of people to be built for that, because you've got to have the kind of personality where, you can get over your ego, but at the same time, you can also be stern. And I understand what Nick is saying. Like, listen, Owen Morgan has to lead, and he can't just fold to the pressure of Russell, complaining about batting too late. But at the same time, you also got to be able to listen to your players, because if you don't, why are they going to fight hard for you? Why are they going to believe in you if you don't believe in them? And that's kind of what I got out of that players weren't believing in each other, which goes back to what I was mentioning earlier. This is a broken team, guys. It is. It's a broken team, man. That sucks. Bimdo. Michael said he won't play for another coach then film management. Didn't hear that Phil leaves, Michael retire. The year that Phil leaves, Michael retires. And you're talking about Michael Jordan, obviously there. And yeah, it makes a difference. Like, again, listen, I've seen it firsthand as an athlete myself, as a parent of athletes. It's coaching makes such a big difference, and captaincy in cricket is pretty much coaching as well. And if you don't believe in your guys, if you don't put your guys in the position to succeed, if the team sees that there's any bias or whatever, you can easily lose this team. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is, but you guys tell me, because Dinesh Karthik struggled last year too as a captain. Why is it so hard to captain this team? I want to listen instead of speaking. I want to listen. I got my personal opinions, but why do you guys think it's so hard to captain this team? Gabe, fun facts, Morgan during the press conference said, be looking like a 220 pitch. Because that's what it was the last two times it was played here, which tells you that's how bad this team played today. Too many egos. Somebody said, okay, too many egos. Just like how Aussies players are not happy with Langer. All right. Where's Han? Did I block him? No, I'd never block Han. Let's see. Russell, Narayan, etc. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking, what is it? I can't put my finger on it. And already a drop early on, already a drop. This team has given up, guys. They have. And I hate to say that. And if you're a KKR fan, I'm not bashing the team. I'm with you guys. Don't tell me they're out here actually trying to play. This team is broken, man. This team is broken. And it's frustrating because I'm out here rooting for them, and these guys are almost disinterested in playing. Can't believe that, man. KKR needs a new owner. You think the owner's the problem? Wow. Owner's not even on the field. Okay. You know what? USA is doing some stuff that I'm not happy about. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to do anything about it. But I'm hoping that the administration does that. I'm not sure what's going on. Gabe, Morgan is known to be bitter, just ask Alex Hales. And you know, you guys mentioned about the Alex Hales thing and sacking, and to me, that cannot be a good trait of captaincy when you let your personal preferences and your feelings get in the way of your captaincy. But I mean, dude, I don't know what's going on. This team is broken. Already a drop early on. They're not playing to win. They could care less about winning right now. And people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Watch this game. Watch the game and you tell me that these guys are trying to win, that they're giving their all, 100%. No way. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Jeez. This is bad. Gale is the future KKR captain. Talks going on. Who knows? This is painful to watch. It honestly is. Gabe, relax. I understand your pain as a Punjab fan. Our Rajasthan Royals just too good. They're going to win the league this year. That's a true fan. I love it. That's a true fan. I love it. KKR needs a captain who control the egos on the team. All right, Chatil. Let's see. Uda Cat for KKR captain. The golden boy will turn them. You're out of control. Where is it? 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 Ah, I missed that. Jihan, you like cocaine users in the team, Gabe? Hales. I don't know why Hales was sacked. I just know he's a good player. If that's why he was sacked, then you know what? He needs to work on himself. But here's the thing: if drug usage is gonna what are you gonna say? If drug usage is going to, I gotta say this cautiously, is gonna basically put you out of playing professional sports, then literally in America, we'd be down 50% of guys. Look at the report of how many guys failed drug tests for alcohol, weed, all kinds of other stuff here. It sucks, but that's a health issue, right? And it's something people got to get help with, Jihan. But should it exclude them from playing professional sports? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your position is on that. But I can tell you right now, a lot of people have issues with that here in America. A lot of professional athletes have issues with that here in America. So we would have a lot of them who are done, who would be sacked and wouldn't be able to play. One drug test, you get sacked. Oh my gosh. Go look at the NBA. Go look at the NFL. Are you kidding me? Guys, I mean, and really, the target's 134. All the Royals got to do is exactly what was done yesterday with the Kings Punjab and play slowly, build up the innings. You're building such a slow test. Now I have to wait and see if the other guy can also access this account even now. Boom.
So
I don't know if it's you. I'm not going to block it right now because it's not a city comment. I don't know if it's you.
Let me clarify. Gabe just announced to the world that half of American athletes are cocaine users. Is that
I didn't say cocaine users. I said drug users. If you're going to sack, because what he's saying is
half of the American athletes are druggies.
Nick, you know how many players test positive every year? Half. I'm being hyperbolic. Hyperbole, right? Do you want to really pull up the stats and see how many guys fail tests for performance-enhancing drugs? Alcohol is a drug and should not be in your system when you're playing.
Alcohol is not in the same level as cocaine, though.
Okay, weed, methamphetamines. Do you know how many professional athletes test positive all the time? And those are the ones that actually get caught. Again, we have different... You don't come to Vegas. Here's my word. You don't come to Vegas to go to church, people. You don't come to Vegas... These athletes during season, that's part of my point. What do you think happens in Vegas? I've seen it firsthand with my own eyes. I just can't break confidentiality and say, oh, yeah, I've seen this person do that because I'll get sacked myself. But I've seen these guys, and I'm like, I guess he better pray he don't get tested. It's more prevalent than you think. I'm jaded because I've seen behind the scenes. I've lifted the curtain.
Holy cow!
Again, that was a hyperbolic statement, but it's a lot more than you care to admit. I promise you that.
All right. I don't know what number I would put on it, but geez Louise. Let's not make America look that bad. Jeez Louise.
I'm not trying to make America look bad, but what my point was that drug abuse should be treated as a health issue, which it is, and not necessarily a crime. Because, okay, did they get Alex Hale's help? Is that it? Is his career completely over because he was a cocaine user? Okay, that's a pretty high standard. Would it be the same if he was a hashish user, if he was a weed smoker, all drugs, anything, you're sacked forever. You can't play. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Cocaine's a little more extreme than some of those. Boomer wants me to block Boomer?
Oh gosh, is it again?
I don't see where he's saying to block him. Nick, please ban the Boomer above me. It's not me. So this one right here, ban this one. The one that says, yeah, that's me. I mean, I'll do it. I just want to make sure I'm choosing the right one.
No, don't block it. No. See, Vinush, he's in the bottom at 916. He's just trolling now, bro. That's funny that he got hacked. I got hacked one time, bro. Our principal gets hacked. No joke. What would you say, Nick? At least once a month?
I'm so confused. I won't ban anybody. Holy cow.
You can't do it.
Butler cannot even get a run. I know he's injured right now, so that sucks. Let's see if he can keep going. But, man, he got hit really, really bad. But before that, he only had seen 2 balls. Jace Walls got himself a quick 10.
I'm
not
happy for
too
that.
Quick. It's off 8 balls. But still, he got himself 10.
All right. Renell asked me, Gabe, please read Chatil's comments. So I will. Let me go find Chatil. We got an imposter among us. Oh, that's so funny. We got an imposter among us. Where's Chatil's comment? It's personal between Hales and Morgan. Yeah, I also read that somebody put in here earlier that he also cheated on the fiance back in 2019. She was Morgan's wife's best friend. Again, you've got to be able to separate that personal when you're a captain from, does this guy help us win? Does this guy help us win? Here's the biggest. Who saw The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, the documentary from the Bulls? Guys, they came to Vegas to get Dennis Rodman, who was on a 3-day drinking/drug binge, to go get him and put him to play the year because Dennis Rodman was out of control. They could have easily said, you know what, get rid of Dennis Rodman, cut him. Did they cut him? No, they went and got him and won a NBA championship with him. I'm just saying, like, guys have demons. Guys are flawed. But if we're now going to say you cannot play professional sports because you have a flawed character, you got to cut a lot of guys. And yes, Nick is correct. I was speaking tongue-in-cheek and being hyperbolic when I said 50%. But Nick, give me a percentage. What do you think? Maybe 5, 10, 20, 30? I can tell you.
Can we have some parameters? Can we not include alcohol in there? Because that is the majority of the American adult population drinks alcohol.
But alcoholism is a disease. And don't tell me here's the thing that bothers me. If you get people act like alcoholism isn't a big issue. But think about how many drinking and driving issues there has been. Okay? You remember the movie with Tom Hanks? What's that movie called? Where the manager of the team was drunk.
Little bit or League of Their Own.
League of Their Own. That's actually based on a true character. There's been managers and coaches that have been caught. Josh Beckett got caught having beer and chicken in the middle of a game. That's not professional. That's not professional.
Yes, but that's not as extreme as doing cocaine on the side.
I'm not.
Mavi, get me a wicket. If you're going to include alcohol in there, there's no point of having this conversation because the majority of American adults drink alcohol. So
are athletes banned from alcohol whilst playing sports? If you test and you have alcohol in your system, you can't
show up drunk, that's for sure.
Which happens. That's my point. It happens.
But you're allowed to drink it on your own time.
You get benched. Yes, there's a difference. But the problem is people abuse it, and we're talking about abusers. not people who don't abuse it.
Hey, if
Gabe,
Hale's
I'm
got
smoking
clean and
that.
fit for cricket, that's awesome. If he's off it, that's great.
Alcohol is a major problem. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you. And I think that I don't want to even give Vegas a bad name. Vegas is a great vacation destination. It is the party capital of America. But if you're a professional athlete, you have no business in Vegas during the season, especially when you've got a game the next day. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Today,
me?
you're out of control.
Nick, on my kids, I've seen it. You know what? Between us, because I know you'd never throw me under the bus. Next time I have a guy that's in Vegas that night, I'm gonna snap a picture and send it to you. Say, recognize this guy, and you're gonna be like, "Wait, isn't he playing tomorrow, or didn't he just play tonight?" It happens. These guys take their prep. It blows my mind. It blows my mind, bro.
Yes, I'm sure it does happen. I'm sure it happens frequently, right? But there are hundreds, if not thousands, of athletes. Let's not confuse the ones that you've seen, right, as just the majority, right? Let's not get that confused.
I wouldn't say it's not. No, it's definitely not the majority. Of course, I was. Be careful, Gabe. They might sue you, guys. Trust me. We've signed some crazy confidentiality agreements because we drive these guys around. We see a lot of stuff we're not allowed to talk about, and I think that's in a way why I'm jaded with some of these guys, because I know what they're like in real life, unfortunately. But man,
let's get back to the match here. We got Jaiswal and Butler here. They got 17 up for no loss, 15 for them. So that means there's not even 2 wides or something like that. That's crazy this early on.
Oh, you missed the drop, by the way.
Third over. Of course, there was a drop. And that is a dot right there. As long as they don't drop Narain or Mavi, then I don't care.
Hold on. I got to put this on. I don't think that's Boomer's comment.
I want Rajasthan. I want Rajasthan to win.
I think today Nick versus Gabe is more interesting. We just got differing opinions, and that's all right. That's how you have a productive discourse. You know what I'm saying? And different opinions, just different points of view. I respect Nick's point of view. I have my own. Yeah, they dropped on Mavi Bowling. So,
oh god, come on,
bro, they don't.
Varthy. So let's see if he does more. If you guys think this is me and Gabe arguing, then we've been too nice. Okay, this is how we are all the time, especially when it's not COVID and we're working at the same site having lunch. It's every day at lunch. We get heated and we go back and forth, and it doesn't bother any of us because we know where the other one's truly coming from. You can't have that with everyone. Some people, it's like oil and vinegar or whatever that phrase is, but this is a very natural situation.
Mr. Blonde says CSK doing good. Knicks making a comeback. Knicks are in 4th place. You know what's funny, Nick? I lie to myself and say I don't believe in curses. But did you know I stopped wearing my Knicks hat when they went on their winning streak? I refused to wear a Knicks hat because they won like 10 in a row, which doesn't happen, bro.
It's pathetic, but it's hard to wear the merch when they are constantly losing.
But I rather do it when they're losing because I can rant. But when they're winning, I don't want to change anything.
Goodbye. I knew I should have taken Chakravarthi.
Oh my god!
I should have.
There goes my
that.
Butler was my last chance, Nick, for fantasy gloriousness. I mushed Butler. I mushed all KKR. It's all bad. It's all darkness.
Oh, did I? I don't think I put any kind of captaincy on Butler. I did on Sanju Samson. I made him my vice captain after I made Narain my captain. That's right, Han Solo. I'm wearing you right now. Harrison Ford. Boom. Another super chat from Dr. Jihan. Andrew Simmons has an alcohol problem. In 05. 05. He was out drinking all night, celebrating his divorce and Watson's birthday. Oh, my gosh. Turned up drunk to the game and fell over a wheelie bin. Ricky Ponting was seething. Wow.
Dude. It's crazy. And again,
Wow.
when you see these guys sometimes in person and you're like, I cannot believe what I'm watching, it's crazy. And you know what's funny? Teams do a good job of protecting players from the media because somehow these players get away with stuff that you're like, what? How? And it's crazy. Renell's got Sanju Samson as their captain.
Yes. Renell. Oh, you got the blue soap. You can use that regularly, so I know we're good to go. I know we're good to go.
Whoa. Sajid, the mushy streak that I'm going to stop you right there. The mushy streak has not continued. Sorry. Where's the comment? It has begun over. I will not succeed yesterday's performance. This is a new mush streak. We're back at one game.
Gabe,
all right?
What do I always say? Even the sun shines on a dog's butt every once in a while.
And I took that once in a while.
Who did you pick? Who was your player? Oh, Andre Russell.
I don't want to talk about it.
He hasn't bowled yet, though. I
don't want to talk about it. Nick, I've got 198 points, and I've got 7 or 8 players going.
How many transfers did you make?
I already had Nitish Rana on my team. I never get rid of I had Butler on my team. I only made 3 transfers. Do I got 7 or 8? Let me see. Butler, Gill, Rana, Chapati, Russell, Cummins, and Sakurai. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 going. And 198. That's pathetic.
Oh, he was out. Oh, umpire's call, but he's out.
I'm in 1,000th place, people. 1,000th place. Oh, man.
Not mention our 3 wickets doesn't count. The much continues.
You guys aren't going to give me that? I picked Rohit Sharma. I don't get that.
Oh, the doctor. I'm the biggest fan of you right now. That was awesome.
That. You know what? I'm going to put up a poll on CFA Nation. Does my mush streak continue from the beginning of the year? Because I didn't mention it on, or do you guys? I even posted a post on CFA Nation. I think it's official, but I'll let you guys decide. We'll let the village decide.
Is Evil Boomer back?
Evil Boomer, that's what we're going to call him. Gabe, do you think athletes need to pay more attention to their mental health in order to try to avoid getting addicted to any drugs? Here's the thing. Specifically in our contact sports out here, in the NFL, these kids are getting, and even in baseball, these kids at the high school level are already receiving painkillers, right? They're receiving cortisone shots or whatever. In high school, guys, all right? Thankfully, Trey never had, but Giovanni did. My oldest suffered he's in college now, but he suffered a grade 2 concussion. Cost him 4 games. You know what I mean? Knocked out cold on the field. So when you got these kids that are depending just for their body to feel normal at an early age because they take the punishment, and then in college they do the same thing, all right? And they get used to it in the pros. Yes, they become addicted, and it's a problem because these athletes are expected to perform every single game, whether they're injured or not, because it's a business. You know what I'm saying?
This is the official rule. Okay, Minute Team says it has to be an R3 wickets. Big says I'll give it to him. This is the official rule. Gabe posted it on our YouTube page. He officially posted it, whether it's in a video or posted on the channel. It does count.
Yes!
Because he went out of his way and he actually posted it on the community page. It's fact. So we're going to give it to him. He got that sunshine in his butt once, but let's hope that Russell gets no wickets so we can continue with the mush.
Is it going to be another 16 games before?
I would say that even for you, that is quite incredible. I don't think it's going to happen again.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
All I know is your Yankees and my Padres have won 2 in a row at least. I'm going to take it. I'm going to be excited about that.
You know what's bro? It was good for me. This was one of the best sports Yankees winning.
Jeez, nice. pick
Knicks
there.
went to, I think, 10 in a row or 11 in a row. Fourth in it now. CSK, every one of my picks this week for teams winning. I think it was 5 in a row I had. It was great. And then KKR does this to me. When I rock the hat, Nick, I spent money on them.
Right when you got it. Hey, listen. They got your money. They don't care about you.
I put money in the KKR coffers. This is how I get repaid, SRK. No, actually, Nick, while you were gone, they said that SRK, and I'm going to look for that tweet, expresses frustration about the team. When the team owner comes out and talks about how bad the team is doing, you know there's a problem. Has
SRK mentioned something about this team?
This year, they said just two games ago. Let me try to find the tweet.
Does that shock me? I like SRK. Probably more than most people. I like SRK a lot. But that doesn't really surprise me too much. I mean, he wants to be proud of the product on the field, and he's not.
Absolutely.
And so he's got the one on the bus. That's pretty funny.
Do you think that do you think that the players like get personal phone calls like, what's going on with you? What's going on? Is there a problem? Dude, what kind of conversation would that be?
I believe so much that it makes no sense if you really think about it. It's the owner. They own the team. They can do whatever they want. But if you want to be successful, the owner's got to stay away from the players. You hire the guys to run the teams. You got to stay away.
Gabe, SRK tweeted about a cursed fan in Vegas that ruined his club. Oh, did I not help SRK get an undefeated championship in the CPL? It ain't my fault.
I can't say anything to that one, actually. I'll give you that one.
Come on, Mavi. That's like about the third extra already. That's about the third extra already. You got to be kidding me.
Wow. I looked away for a second. Samson's got me a cool 10. Thank you, Captain Samson.
Gosh.
Oh, but now I just mentioned it. Oh, now I just jinxed him.
Please jinx it.
Why did I do that? What is this, Varun? New Zealand banned smoking for people born after 2004. Their aim is to get rid of it with this generation.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's impressive, actually.
It is. As a health policy, it's impressive. With that being said, that would never fly here in America.
No, absolutely not.
That's draconian, bro. Listen.
There's a wicket from Jice Wall. Mavi gives me a wicket. I knew I should have taken that guy.
Why do you hate Josh Wall? Let the kid eat. Let the kid eat.
Third over, but I'll take it. Jihan, you got to save money for the lettuce, my friend, for the salad. Ensalada. Come on. I love it, Jihan. Thanks for the support. A. Flintoff also had an alcohol issue. In the 2007 World Cup in the Caribbean, he took Pedalo out and almost drowned and had to be saved. Wow. Other England players were caught by the media kissing each other. What? They're so happy. They're so, buzzed, shall we say? Look at Dr. Jihan. He's getting the research again. Hey, Jihan, next time we have you on, I expect at least like three investigatory videos ready to go.
Oh,
Last time we did a Anatomy of Cricket rant. That was beautiful. I'm expecting for 3 this time. And I love how you just pepper it in. You just say, hey, Gabe, remember when you said this?
Yeah. Oh, man, you're out of control. That was a wow, look at this, Nick. So I'm trying to find the KKR tweet, right? Shubman Gill tweets, the situation currently is tough, and I want to thank all our doctors and nurses and healthcare fraternity working around the clock to save lives. In this moment, we need to be responsible. I urge you to follow government instructions and wear a mask, social distancing, and stay safe. You know what I mean? Like, you got to love people that have good, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, personally, he's in a bad place, but he's a big enough person to understand the situation in India right now and say, listen, guys, let's take it serious. Let me step away from the game. Ultimately, this is just a game of cricket, but the health concern is real right now in India. That's pretty cool of him.
Gee, that is cool. That is really cool. Jihan, the Sherlock Holmes of CFA. Dude, I'm telling you, Jihan, you earned yourself a lot of fans with that investigatory.
Oh, bro.
That was awesome.
My wife was clowning me. She was like, man, I need to call Jihan to find out how to piss you off. Just set me up.
I don't even know if Dr. Jihan's actually a doctor. I think he's a private investigator.
He's an internet sleuth. Oh, man. This is depressing.
Look at these commenters, man. They're going hard on you. Gabe, next time you miss R3 wickets, just send out a voice chat, a YouTube short. You need to speak the mush into existence.
You know what? I got to figure out how to do a YouTube short because they do.
You just record them shortly, right? You just is it a different process?
I think it's a different process. I got to ask Ozjad about it, but he did his YouTube short in the car yesterday. I could do that. You know what I mean? I work for MI6. That's what it is. He works for MI6. Oh, man.
I'm so confused with the whole Boomer situation.
I don't know what's going on. And I don't want to ban the wrong Boomer because Boomer is CFA Nation royalty, man. He's been here for so long.
Absolutely. He shows up every time. I just think it's funny that there's someone impersonating him. Like, who has the time to go find the same profile pic, put in the same name? Like, he's got some fans. What can I say?
Gabe, SRK's tweet. Disappointing performance, to say the least, at KKR Riders. Apologies to all the fans. Thank you, SRK. We deserve an apology. He gets it.
We deserve an apology.
We do. All right, listen. If
give me some wickets. Sorry.
If I spend money as a fan, whether I'm paying for Hotstar to watch the game or I'm buying apparel, I support the team. That means you're making money off of my fan. And actually, fan stands for fanatic. So people says you're acting crazy. Fan is short for fanatic. What do you think it's about? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we're fanatical about these words. Then you as an athlete have a responsibility to me. Period. The end.
I remember my dad telling me about the England players kissing each other, and we didn't believe him. But then pictures were all over the media. Let me ask you this, Jihan. Did you get your private eye skills from your dad? Are you sure he wasn't your dad taking those pictures? I think that's where you got it from. Yeah, exactly. That's why you asked about a short. What's a short? What is short?
Han, I'm going to take your challenge. It's 1 minute. Oh, my gosh, Nick, 1 minute. I didn't even think about it.
If it goes over 1 minute, it doesn't count. I want it under a minute.
Can I do a 1 minute short? Just a 1 minute?
A lot of those shorts are like 30 seconds long.
Oh, my gosh. 30 seconds? I can't get anything out of 30 seconds. No, not doing it. I'm done.
I want it. I'll give you under 60. Oh, Dubé said goodbye off Narayan. How dare you? How dare you do that? Only Samson can get sixes right now.
Bro, they're so... So, Nick, let me ask you a question, Nicholas. I asked the fans. Wow. Yeah. I asked the fans, right? The fans of KKR. I said, not the Gabe fans. Gabe fans, you know what I mean? I don't know if I have any left after my rant today. But the fans of KKR said, guys, I want to listen for once and not talk. All right? I need to know what's wrong with this team. I need to know why this team is struggling. Why can't it be captained? What is the issue? Because there were also issues last year. And they told me, which kind of supports what you're saying.
Surprise, surprise.
The egos on this team. Because think about it. You got some big names, right? Patty Cummings, the best a man could be. Guy's getting paid $2 million. All right. Andre Russell. Andre Russell, right? The Muscles Russell. Andre the Muscle Russell. Sunil Narayan. You got all these big personalities, and they're saying it's hard to have a captain who can control all those personalities. What do you feel is the issue? Because you picked this team obviously at the beginning of the season, and I respect your opinion. You did the research. You know they've got so many good players on here. Why are they? What's going on?
It is obvious to me, in my opinion, with the whole Andre Russell. And I get Andre Russell. I'm an emotional guy too. I could be sensitive too. I get it. I have put my foot in my mouth several times when I shouldn't have, even at work. Tenant's fantastic, by the way. But when you are being recorded, televised, and you got media always trying to get that quote from you, what I saw from him today was a tantrum. I'm sorry. It was. It wasn't a severe tantrum, but it was a tantrum. We don't see that too much in cricket. At least I haven't. But him sitting there, obviously sulking, obviously upset. He looked like he was to the side a little bit, folding his arms with his water bottle, frustrated. You take a huge risk doing that. Let's talk about let's talk about a group of friends like in high school. You may not like all the people in the group of friends, but those in the pecking order are those in the pecking order. If you go against the pecking order and you might even be right. If you go against it, it's not going to end well for you. You're going to be shunned eventually, and you're going to be regretting, man, I should have just kept my emotions in check. When you see someone like Russell, who's a big name, he's been around for a while. When you see him being willing to separate himself and show his frustration, speak it to the media, whether it was 2 years ago or this year, that shows that there's already a schism in the team. That shows that maybe Owen Morgan's leadership is more of a quiet leader. This team does not need a quiet leader. It shows me that possibly they weren't happy with him being chosen as the captain in the first place. But my point is this. Russell went out on a limb today. I don't think it's going to end well. I really don't. I don't see him being on the squad past this year. When you do that, you're trying to make a point. You're trying to fight that fight, but it's more of a long-term thing, not a short-term thing. It's not going to work well. And if he felt comfortable enough to do that, the leadership is not strong enough. And what is this common factor with both captains? Same coach. Okay. I know Brendan McCullum is a huge, star as far as coaches go. He coached your Knight Riders to a CPL championship.
Right.
But he's the same coach here. I don't think his coaching is working out. I wonder if SRK is getting a little too involved. And I just feel like you don't have a sense of team. You have so much talent on this team, but you don't have a sense. I'm not sure if any of that rambling makes sense.
No, you know what? You hit the nail on the head with one thing I did not, and I haven't heard anyone here mention. People keep saying, well, selection isn't just about because we've also talked about their selections, right? Last year, a lot of times, why did it take them so long to bring in Loki Ferguson last year? Well, that is also have to do with the captaincy, not the coaching, and not one person you're the first person I heard say Brendan McCullum, but he's got to be a part of the equation. He's got to be part of the equation.
Oh gosh,
he's got to be. You know what? Because right now I'm calm. I already blew my stack, so I want to listen because I want to know what I'm not seeing. I want to know what is going on because, Nick, you know me. I'm loyal, bro. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm going to die on that hill. I'm a Giants fan. I'm going to die on that hill. If you guys think I'm going to jump ship off of CSK or KKR, that ain't going to happen. I'll be here a decade later still complaining about KKR players being older than I am. I mean, CSK players being older than I am and about bad captaincy. That's just who I am. But man, this is embarrassing. This is the most embarrassing loss I've seen in the IPL. It honestly is.
We got a super chat here from Arjit. KKR need a captain who can lead the team with an iron fist, probably like how Gambir did it in his reign. Apart from Gambir, KKR has never had a good team. They won it in 2014 or something like that. The thing with I say that all the time, Arjit, with my San Diego or my Los Angeles Chargers now. I want a guy who just goes in there and is just a taskmaster and he's just iron fist, all this kind of stuff. The main problem with that, and this is where it's tough, I think, to be a coach or a manager or a captain in cricket. You have adult men getting paid a lot of money, worth a lot. The iron fist rarely works. You have to have their respect in order for that to work. Or you have to have that pedigree coming in where they're like, yes, we are willing to go under the iron fist because we want to win. It's a very tricky situation, and very few coaches can actually do it and be successful at it because you have athletes with egos like Gabe talked about. And they're going to say, I'm making 10 times what you're making, coach. Why am I listening to you? Unfortunately, and I'm speaking a lot about American sports here, but unfortunately, that is an issue.
That's very interesting. And you know what? KKR, you know what? Wow. Guys, Russell was disappointed because he wasn't able to finish games. If he can, he will definitely make his place in the West Indies and the WTC. KKR hasn't performed since McCullum became coach. Nick, you hit the nail on the head. Nobody had mentioned McCullum before you. It's got to start at the very top. And you can't tell me that this team has been in disarray for 2 seasons and we're just attacking the players and not the head coach.
It takes me a while to get there, but I eventually get there.
I
was wrong. They won it twice, 2012, 2014. My bad. They won it twice.
Guys, this game is so difficult to watch. It's like they're going through the motions. You know what I mean, Nick?
I know they got 62 on the board, but is it just me or does it – maybe it's just Rajasthan's team. Does it seem like they're not taking advantage of this opportunity? I know they're taking their time because they could score 133. But that free hit right there, you don't have to be conservative on a free hit. And they were super conservative. Why? Just don't run out. Why not? I'm sorry. If it was me, I would swing for the fences every time. It's nothing bad's going to come from it.
You got to. You're right. You got to.
Unless that's not my game and not my swing.
I mean, here's the thing. I saw this yesterday with and at first I didn't agree with it, but I saw this yesterday, Nick, with the Kings Punjab. They could literally build that innings and take their time and not risk it. And they're already halfway where they need to be, and it's the 7th over. You know what I'm saying? They could just take their time. Arjun says, in a match, Gambhir had to defend a low total. He said in the break, anybody who performs poorly tonight will never play for KKR again. They won. I mean, wow. It works with some people, right? It ain't going to work with other people. It just depends.
I know I've heard the name several times, obviously, but I don't know too much about the player. I'm assuming, Art, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate that. I'm assuming that he had massive respect in the world of cricket, and that's where that worked, right? I'm assuming that way.
Right.
And you have to have the right team. You got to know your team. Some teams, they're looking for that chief. I don't want to be chief. I want to be, a follower. Other teams, not so much. I don't know. But we got Narayan. Can't he give me some wickets as my captain? Is that asking too much?
Dude, Narayan's been shaky since they made him change his action last year. Remember that? I wanted to read this right here by Mira. Mira, something else I had to learn. Gabe, you give too much criticism to captains. For example, Ricky Ponting is pulling the strings in DC. I confuse sorry, Nick. I confuse on-field captaincy with because somebody mentioned this to me the other day. I thought that the captains, they do set the bowling set the field and decide the bowling. But apparently, Nick, and I didn't realize this is a lot of work then to be a captain. For a lot of these captains, their head coaches already have pre-mapped out the game with them. This guy's going to bowl this over. This guy's going to do this. This guy's going to, because they're not on the field. And it's not like, like in baseball where they can give the signals from the dugout. It's not like American football where you could go to the sideline and get the play. So the coaches, head coaches, and the captains develop the game plan. So there is a guy behind them pulling the strings. So you're right there, Mira. And I was wrong. And Nick brought up a great point. 2 different captains, both struggling on this team, yet we haven't coached the guy on top of the captain who's giving them the plan, and Brendan McCullum. So I'm glad you pointed that out, Nick. And you know what? Maybe McCullum's part of the problem too. But I feel
and if he is, he's not going anywhere because that's SRK's guy.
I feel like that's a good point, and I got to eat that. I got to own it.
I just wanted to say, Samson, please go out, baby. Woo, just barely. Take that 6. Captain Sanju Samson. Now, Mira, I have a lot of respect for you. I really do. Not just because you show up and you support, but you have great comments. And you always make me think, which I appreciate. But your comment here, I'm just curious. I'm not going to question. I'm just curious what are you basing that off of, right? Because I've heard this comment before that Pont's not pulling the strings. It's Ricky Ponting. Is that just an educated assumption you're making, or do we have like evidence of that's actually what the team has said, that Ponting's really running things? Pont is learning under him. I'm curious because I always call out Gabe for this too. Not that he does it a lot, but I never want to assume anything. I want to know for sure, and not just because of that moment, but so that for Cricket for Americans, we can move on, and if we want to use that information, I know that it's verified, not just someone's opinion. So if that's your opinion, then that's one thing. But I'm just curious. Let me know, please.
Man, dude, I'm watching this game right now, and I'm thinking to myself, this is easily a 200 pitch. 130. First and foremost, who's gonna get sacked? Who's gonna get sacked the next game? Or do you think that Owen Morgan and McCullum are just gonna die on there and keep the same playing 11 out there? First and foremost. Next, my question is Narain done, guys? And I'm a West Indies fan, but guys, since he changed his action because he got reported last year, he has been at best average, sometimes flat out terrible. Renil, you've watched Narain for years. Is he done now that they made him change his action?
I have a question here, and I hope this doesn't come off as insensitive or disrespectful, but I have an honest question. I'm just being honest. I'm just throwing this out there. You have McCullum, you have Owen Morgan, right? Two non-Indian cricketers. Do IPL teams that majority are Indian players, every single one of them, do the Indian players have a tougher time following a non-Indian coach and captain? I hope that's not rude or disrespectful. I'm being honest right here because, I think that could be a possibility just in like, what's the kind of word I'm trying? Hypothetical situations.
Right.
But I'm curious if there's any truth to that.
Renil says, I said it earlier, Narain is not coming back. What was so bad about his action before? Because I remember watching it thinking it was average, but he's been bad since they changed it. And that sucks that a rule change completely changes your game. Sorry to cut you off, Nick, there on your idea. But man, it looks like Mira answered your question too. Did you see that? I'm going to put it up right here.
Yeah, I was just about to click on that. Oh, you got it. Yeah, so Ricky said it in one of DC's videos that he will be helping him a lot. Okay. And so many times the management tells the captain what to do. This is more prominent with new captains, not Rohit Kohli. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Mira knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. I appreciate that clarification. Sounds awesome.
You know what, Nick? Something that I found out today that I was not doing is that at least KKR does. And I know that I know DC does. They have their own channel, and we can get a lot of information on those channels, especially following our own team. Like, I'm not going to follow all of them, but I want to know what's going on with KKR. So I'm going to be following this new KKR channel. I'm going to subscribe to that. Same thing. If CFK has one, I'm going to subscribe to that because we could get some, behind the scenes info that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're saying that they don't think that my theory has too much weight to it. That sounds good. I don't think that sounded right, but I just wanted to make sure if there was like, oh no, that's a real thing, Nick, or not. Oh man, I don't know about Greg Chapp. I'll have to look him up. I'm not sure what that story is. Oh, I was going to say though, you said it's unfortunate that reporting changed Narain's game. Look at it the other way, right? What if he was successful for that short time being because he was delivering in a way he wasn't supposed to, and so he was trying to get that edge, right? And now that they had to correct it, he's not as successful. I'm just throwing that out there. Super chat here from Akshay. KKR played Russell lower before McCullum. There has always been some racial undertones with coaches thinking Russell, etc., aren't smart enough to play up. Wow. So those are Akshay's words, not mine. I'm just reading them. Appreciate the super chat. It's always tough when you bring in the racial situations. It's one of those things that you can't easily deny. You can't easily dismiss and be like, oh, no, that's ridiculous. I just hope it doesn't happen. But again, you guys can call me naive. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me a genius if you want. But I always hope for the best of humanity. is my way of going things. Obviously, I know that the world is a messed up place in so many different places, and a lot of it's coming to light, especially in this country. When I was a kid growing up in California, Gabe, West Coast, I used to believe that for the most part, racism was dead. I really did. Like, oh, all these things have gotten so much better. So I'm naive in a lot of respects, but I still want to believe in humanity. So I'm not sure.
Right. And you know what? It's one of those things where not even just racism. I think that sometimes, especially in sports, Nick, it's how would I say? It's almost I'm trying to find the right word for it. But we see it a lot in baseball, and I'll explain. It's mentality, right? It's different cultures communicate, work, do things different way. Here's a good example. Hispanic players in American baseball are very flamboyant, very loud. You know what I'm saying? They got that Caribbean flavor. They play really big. It's really hard to find those Hispanic players that play that traditional small ball. That's just not what's taught in the culture of baseball in Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? We don't teach finesse pitching. We teach throw gas. We don't teach hit singles. We teach rake. You know what I mean? Where a lot of times American coaches have time coaching these guys that are superstars come over because they want them to play one game, but this guy has grown up playing the game a completely different way. You know what I'm saying? Indian coaches and players are going to play completely different than the way English players are going to play, or the way West Indian players are going to play, or the way let's say New Zealand player is going to play. That's just a fact, okay? At least in American sports, certain teams you can see in the World Baseball Classics where it's just Dominicans or just Puerto Ricans playing against just the United States, or just Koreans and Japans, or you know what I mean? They all have different what do you say? Different mentalities of how they approach the game, and that's just how they've been indoctrinated. That's how they play. So I could see a coach, let's say Owen Morgan, as a captain, or a coach like McCullum having a different mentality than a West Indian player who has a different player, if that makes sense. A different mentality. You know what I'm saying? West Indies, for example. I love watching my West Indies play, but Nick, it's nail biting every time because these guys all come up the rake, bro. And you could have 4 or 5 wickets full like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? That's just how they play. I think that's what you meant to say. Sorry for cutting you off.
It's not exactly what I meant to say, because listen, you have stereotypes for different countries, right? And countrymen. What's the stereotype for Americans? That we're loud, annoying, stupid, selfish, greedy. Stereotypes, right?
You forgot fat. We're one of the almost
very
unhealthiest
overweight,
people.
yes, especially with COVID. Oh my gosh. But I'm not gonna lie, I put on a few pounds too. But within each country stereotypes, you have, so many people that don't fit that mold. Right. And so do I believe that every Caribbean player is going to play a certain way? No. Do I believe that every Hispanic player is going to play a certain way or act a certain way? No. I understand what you're saying about how that might be the culture of certain things, like especially with the fundamentals of certain games that are taught in different cultures of different countries, and then those players go to the bigger leagues or whatever. So again, when it comes to racial stuff, you can't easily dismiss it. You hope for the humanity of people that's not there. You look at the track record. Me personally, even in my deepest, darkest thoughts, I have not looked at cricket and said to myself, oh, there's some racial stuff going on there. I have not. But again, I'm a little more naive. So I don't think that's part of it. I actually love the humanity in cricket where these players. Listen, I would be more not wanting to give someone favoritism because they're on another country's side and they just beat us in an international match 2 weeks ago, and now this guy's my captain, now this guy's my teammate. I would have a hard time with that. But I think it's amazing how in the IPL and even the PSL I watch, the CPL, all these different things, I don't ever see that being a hindrance. Not at least on the field. which is why, again, I was so shocked with Andre Russell's display of frustration. He has the right to be frustrated. I don't think it's going to end well for him, but those are my thoughts about it. 80 for 2. Come on, Samson.
Here's an interesting comment. KKR didn't even respect their heroes like Gambhir and Gungli in the past. Wow. Maybe, I don't know, bro. It starts at the top, bro. And if this has been an issue with KKR for a while, it starts at the top, and you might have to just say discipline's an issue. Ownership has to figure it out. I know McCullum's his guy, but maybe he needs to switch that up. I don't know, man.
I don't know, but Dubé, I mean, yes, it's small sample size, but back-to-back matches, he's coming in at what, 4? Yeah, coming in at 4. Back-to-back matches, he's coming in and he's performing well. He's performing well. You got to wonder, back-to-back matches now with this Dubé, if he was still in RCB as like a 7 or an 8.
How did you turn this into a RCB conversation?
Because he was RCB last year. Isn't
there enough over there already? Spoken like a true, a greedy American.
Do they have their championship yet, Gabe? No. Your two teams, CSK was sorry last year. KKR sorry this year. They have championships to keep them company at night. RCB's got nothing but championship failures. I want them all.
So let me get this straight. You'd also like to have Moeen Ali back. You'd also like to have Moeen Ali back. You just want everybody. Even though they're 4-0, undefeated, you're horrible. You know what? Nick is the stereotypical greedy American. Are you kidding me?
I want it all. I want it all.
He said the base playing well. We need him back.
Who fired him? Who released him? Fire that guy. Oh,
yes. Nick, you're mush. Oh.
And you know what? You know what? I don't care because he's not on RCB no more.
But hey,
whoever fired him, you're back on the squad.
You were just praising him, and he gets. Yeah.
To my credit, I did say I know it's a small sample size. Did I not say that?
I didn't hear it, and if I did, I'm gonna edit the tape. All I heard was Dubé's the best. We need him back.
Hey, Gabe, I expect the blue soap on my doorstep in 2 hours.
Oh, dude. Honestly, you better. Samson isn't out of the doghouse for you yet. He needs a 50, like I said, in order for you to be out of the. Because you've been bad too, Mush.
He got 30 already. I'm out of the doghouse with Sanju Samson. That was my official pick.
No, 50. It's got to be a half century or better.
No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me?
That's the fantasy guy.
There's only one reason why you're saying that. There's only one reason why you're saying that, Mr. 16 out of 17 picks. Because the one time your guy does not go down like crazy is because your guy got a 50 last time. Stop
Nick,
it. No.
If you make him your captain.
Do you want me to take away your official pick because it was not on the R3 wickets?
They already took it away from me.
Don't make me go there, my friend. Don't make me go there.
The Village is spoken. They already took it away from me, okay? I'm going with the Village on this one. But, Nick, you need to have...
They won a championship under me, Dimesh. They already won a championship under me, so stop it.
God, I love it. Oh, man.
Thank you. Okay, where's this at? Real quick before the super chat. Where's this at? Joy, so smart. 30 and a catch from Sanju is better than 1 off 43 from Rabada. Thank you.
Joy, you're Team Nick now. You're not even allowed to be on Team Gabe. Joy gets the Team Gabe card revoked. All right. There you go. Super chat. Mark Nichols, commentator, said on air that the incredible Wendy's T20 team of the early 2010s that were ahead of their time were no brain, all brawn. And to me, that's just a stupid comment. That realistically is. And, you know, commentators do say dumb things. Commentators sometimes also aren't professional because they're biased. You know what I mean? The Yankees, I hate Susan Walden. She is the worst commentator in professional sport. And not because she's a woman, but no one on the Yankees ever does wrong. They're all godly, even though they haven't won a championship in a decade.
Aaron Boone's the same way, though.
Oh,
too, so.
They're horrible.
Aaron Boone's
horrible.
The same way.
Criticize them. If I get fired in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm putting in my application.
Samson.
I want to be in the dugout view for IPL. Tell me where to send in the application, because I'm gonna show these guys how to do it. They're being too soft in the dugout. I'd be letting people have it right now. Right.
Here's
now.
Brendan McCullum.
You suck, McCullum. Ask the question. Ask the question.
They just got to hang in there. Pick up Sanju. They have a chance.
This reporter got no stones. No stones. No stones. I'd be in there like, why is this team playing so horribly? What happened with Russell? Did you get him a popsicle? He looked upset. How's his effort out there on the field right now? Ask some real questions.
Gabe, can I ask you a question?
Please.
About this comment from Mark Nicholas, right? I agree. Stupid comment, right? But let's take race out of it for a second. Let's just take it out. Okay? Can you see the point that he's making if you take race out of it? If they're all brawn, I'm thinking like they're just going for sixes, right? Not Caribbean, just any group, any team you say this way, like, oh, this team was horrible. No brains, all brawn. Going for sixes, not stretching out their innings, not playing it smart, not playing the spin or that kind of stuff.
Right.
Do you think there's any chance he meant that? I'm just trying to give this guy some kind of benefit of the doubt. Or do you think he was just making a stupid racial comment?
Me personally, I think it was a super racial comment. But even if you were saying it's all you were just the fact, just because you don't agree with the game plan, it don't mean it's wrong. That's just how, again, that's different cultures have different mentalities. Oh, I want to build my innings slowly. I want to, have 100 strike rate. Nah, I want to go out there and I want to rake. I want to put up, we've got 10 wickets in hand. I don't want to score 130 and still have, a 6 or 7 wickets in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's different philosophies. So, but
I hear what you're saying.
These are softball questions that this reporter's asking. Everybody's saying cricket is very, what is it? Diplomatic. So you're not allowed to ask tough questions?
Really? Ryan has a low economy rate in Mumbai, but no wickets. What a stupid captain choice. I got to stop trying to be smarter than the room. But I didn't mention his name in our 3 wickets. I mentioned Sanju Samson.
You did indeed. Nick, how long do you think I would last? You know me personally, and I don't bite my tongue for nobody. I've made some decisions at school that have at times got me in the doghouse because I don't bite my tongue for no one. How long you think I would last as like a commentator? You know what I mean? Like actually working for the IPL in that dugout view. How long do you think I would last?
You would have to, honestly, you'd have to clean up some things, but I think you can last as long as you were able to. See, listen, I have faith, Gabe, that you'd be able to be professional. You would have to, if you can get the fan base to understand that it's just Gabe being Gabe, then you're fine, right?
Right.
But then you run the risk of being just a caricature of yourself. So I think you'd have to honestly do some training and have some self-control. But I think you could do it. But if you were to foul up and say something like fire everyone or whatever, then I'd be like, oh, Gabe, he lasted 2 months.
Do you know what's funny? My favorite commentators in all sports are the Mets commentators because they are honest to a T. They're at fault. The greatest rant of all time, by the way, happened on that the Michael K show with I forget the announcer's name now.
Don LaGreca.
Don LaGreca. But do you know before Don LaGreca there was a Met announcer called Russo. He was on the show Mad Dog and the Russo. Mike and the Mad Dog. He got fired because he was talking about how bad the Mets are. He was their guy, their color commentary, and he got fired because on air he would just berate them and say the truth. We're a joke of a franchise. We don't spend any money. How can we be a professional team? Yada, 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 yada. People don't like to hear the truth. You know what I mean? So I get it with people having to be, you got to feed your family, right? I just don't think I have the discipline. I couldn't do it, Nick. I cannot. And this has been one of my detriments in life, bro. Even with my wife. Sometimes when there's an argument, I know I should just let go because, you know what? It's not even worth arguing. If I'm right,
he might have been touching.
If I'm right, she's gonna hear it. Bottom line, bro. I can't do it.
That's the most important thing to you.
Why? I need a therapist. Dr. Jihan, hook me up with a therapist.
Arj says even the word please sounds threatening from Gabe right now. Akshay is back. He says the team that was incredibly smart, far smarter than any other. Playing spinner, Badri, and opening, taking dot balls and wait for hitting the bad ball, etc. There you go. And Ronell earlier said no. He apologized after his first comment. So there you go. I was trying to get the guy the benefit of the doubt. Obviously a stupid comment. Tawadia. Oh, he almost got caught. Oh, who was that? Is that Shubman Gill again?
Bro, even the effort. Tell me that Gill already dropped one earlier in the very beginning of the match. All right. I don't see any effort out there from Andre Russell. Do these guys look like they have hustle in their step, Nick?
No.
It's so bad right now. This is embarrassing. Guys, 96 for 3. Last ball of the 13th over.
So he tried to throw it up, and he just didn't time that well enough. Wow. We got a super chat from Dr. Jihan. When Viv Richards was looking for a place in England, he saw signs saying no blacks or Irish. Oh, my gosh. Michael Holding was told to go back to the trees. He can't. How much? And when touring Australia, racist. Pretty bad back then. Wow.
Listen, I trust
again,
me.
You're going to have idiots anywhere, right? But that is – I don't even want to read that, but we appreciate the super chat. That's disgusting.
Definitely. And I mean, we even still get it today sometimes here in American sports. So it's not what do you call it? It's not subjective to just cricket, or specific, I should say, to just cricket. The greatest athlete we have right now in American sports, the biggest platform, LeBron James, he came out and made a comment about a year ago about the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And, he was told to shut up and dribble. What? He doesn't have an opinion. I can only talk about basketball, this, whatever. Yeah, this is my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Crap too.
Yeah. And it's no place for that, man. But anyways, dude.
The doctor says Harsha Bogley got booted for not being diplomatic. Like 4 years. He's only back this season. What did Bogley do?
That makes me respect Bogley even more.
Yes, but doesn't he seem like the most professional guy out there?
He is professional, and he's right, and he's honest. And maybe that's the problem. People can't deal with honesty. But he said he was one of the guys talking about how KKR needs to flip their order. What? We're not allowed to speak the truth now? Is that what's going on here? Wow. Bogley got booted for not being diplomatic. Okay.
Gabe, you have no chance.
I have no chance. Because if he gets booted, I'd be fired day one. Day one. Bogley criticized Indian batsmen. And if they need to be criticized, they need to be criticized.
He was too neutral and didn't support India enough in a match.
That's not your job. Your job is to be objective.
Even when Sanju Samson's trying to give away his wicket, it doesn't work. 35, baby.
You're praying for that 50. You know it.
I don't need the 50. You know how many times I've been so wrong recently on my my fantasy player pick? I can't imagine. I remember the last time I was right, actually. So I already got a win on this one. If I get a 50, then I qualify for your stupid requirement. I already got a win.
Bro, that is so weak. This is your fantasy guy. This is your Captain Nick. You got to ask
for a run to the leg by. Gabe, you're telling me a guy who gets 34 is not a good score? What do you always say, Gabe? I would take 20, 25 from every guy. Okay, if we got 20 to 25 from every guy, we'd have 250. I would take that in a heartbeat. Stop it.
But Nick, what I'm saying is we need
not to mention he's been struggling recently, and I took him.
We need to set the bar higher.
Not 50.
That's all I'm saying.
You're ridiculous.
Yes, half
30.
century.
30 is a decent score in T20. It's a decent score in T20.
So you're asking for a decent score, not a breakout performance. Well, I'm going to make my captain. I'm standing on this guy for this match.
Yes, because you know how hard it is to pick one guy who's going to fire well enough to... No, stop. And not to mention the guys that you picked didn't even come close to 10. So calm down with your bad self.
Hey, you watch your mouth. Sky gave me 10.
Okay, so let's say this. If you pick a bowler, he has to get 4 wickets. Come on.
Stop it. At least 2
Stop
wickets.
It. 2? Oh, so you're going to pick one guy to stand out as your captain you're going to rock with, and he only gives you 2 wickets out of the 10 necessary? Stop it. You got to remember, this is Nick's rules, not house rules.
I say we put it up on the community. What is a good fantasy
because there's more Team Gabe out there than Team Nick. I'm going to lose that one. No, I don't want democracy here.
No democracy. What's a good fantasy performance? All right, let's think about fantasy.
Don't get caught. Don't get caught.
What would be a good fantasy performance, guys?
Gosh. And we're talking about predicting a guy that's going to do well in fantasy. He's got a catch, and he's got 30 plus runs. Stop it.
So
there we go. Minutium. Nick, in cricketing stats, they do mention like amount of 30 plus scores. So I guess it's valid. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a Team Nick guy right there.
Is good in T20. Thank you.
All the Nick fans are coming out of the woodwork.
All 17 of you, I love you.
They're a loud and vocal bunch. It's just like MAGA. They're a loud and vocal bunch. They may not be the majority, but they're a loud and vocal bunch.
Yes, I love it. Hey, Gabe, you remember how you mentioned, and correct me if I got this wrong, but you had said Hispanic baseball players are, what did you say? You said flamboyant and loud, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. I can think of just one, so I'm not saying your thing's wrong. It just made me think of a guy. Who's probably the most famous in our generation Hispanic player that was as quiet and humble as can be, but was a beast on the field? Had every reason to go nuts, but was just played for your Yankees.
Bernie Williams. No.
Holds the mitt as he comes out of the bullpen and just strides into the mound.
Oh, Mariano Rivera. Mo.
I'm not going to say he didn't celebrate from time to time, but he was the most humble guy. It was incredible, right?
You give me one Mariano Rivera, I'll give you Big Papi. Wait, I'll give you Big Papi, A-Rod.
In the same breath.
Wait, Big Papi, A-Rod, Pedro Martinez.
But I would challenge on A-Rod. He was aggressive. But I didn't see him. You know, Sammy Sosa, I love Sammy Sosa, right?
Who started the bat flip, Nick? Who started the bat flip in professional?
No, I love Sammy Sosa. He was so charming at it. But I would challenge on the A-Rod. I really would. I wish we had a lot of baseball fans in here because that would be a great poll question. Do you think A-Rod was flamboyant and over the top of his celebrations?
What's up, Stephen Brewster? Never too late. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can think of so many guys, bro, just fired. Joey Bats, right, has the most iconic bat flip of all time. Bro, that's just how we are. We're loud, we're brat. It's a Caribbean thing, bro. And it's just how you're taught to play. It's how you're taught to play with the motion, just fire, period.
And who's the most fun, most emotional right now Hispanic player?
Oh, man, that's tough. Most emotional...
And Fernando, I mean emotional like in a good way. Yeah, exactly.
Fernando Tatis, he's fiery. Exactly. That's my point, right? Why are people so upset about the bat flipping and swinging with three balls? Because that's old school baseball mentality rules. That's 1900s, 1800s. That's a different era. Our era of baseball, I'm not taking a 3-0 pitch down the pipe. Are you nuts? I get paid for RBIs. I get paid for home runs.
Exactly.
I'm gonna deposit that in the seats. You know what I mean?
Bonuses.
Forget the unwritten rules. But again,
oh no.
A lot of time, that's why he took so much heat behind it, because it's the different mentality, the American player versus the Hispanic player. You know what I mean? The loud and brash versus the follow the rules, be kind of cordial thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's an unwritten rule. Unwritten rule means it's not a real rule, period.
AJ, we're talking about, it started off by Gabe talking about how a lot of Hispanic baseball players are flamboyant and like to celebrate and like to have fun. And so we were just kind of got off a tangent there. I got the perfect storm coming up right here, and I'm really nervous. I got my man Mavi, who I felt good about. He's already got 1 wicket. Oh, is this going to be a wicket here? And I was going to say Samson. Samson's on a strike yet, but he might get a wicket right here with David Miller. Oh, I don't want Rajasthan to go down, but I want that Mavi wicket.
Nick, is it a wicket?
I didn't see it, honestly. I thought he hit it. Here's the replay.
They're reviewing it right now. If it is, it's 101.
That's outside leg. There's no way that is not hit outside leg. It's a bad angle, too. Maybe it does barely clip it, but I would say that's outside leg. Or that's leg side, excuse me, leg side.
This match is a perfect example of when both teams get paid to lose. Are they going to give him the wicket or not?
It's umpire's decision, right? I mean, it's his call.
And the original decision was out. No super over this year. Could we get a super over?
No wicket. No wicket.
Ah!
Wow. I wanted that Mavi wicket. Oh, outside leg was correct? Ah, I doubted myself. Thank you.
Umpires called it. Oh, there is no umpire. Oh, no, there's no soft signal this year.
Okay.
That's a bad decision. That's a bad decision.
That was our chance.
That was bad by the umpiring.
Look at Rajasthan still has not had this sewn up yet.
No,
33 off 35.
Bro, but I would have been, if they lose David Miller there, I feel better because after David Miller, that's the last of the Mohicans, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they still got, they still got Chris Morris, but we can't get Samju Samson out. We can't get Samju Samson out.
Don't you dare try to do that reverse jinx crap. Someone asked a good question, Gabe, and I fear to do this because it's going to leave someone out. They said our top subscribers, can you name them? We can name probably 100 of them, but I don't want to leave anyone out. So I was going to answer the question. Yes, we can, but we have bad memories at the same time. We can't remember our kids' names half the time.
Yeah, that's like
drive by. I got to join the hallway or your wife. Hi, Jody. How are you doing?
What's up, girl? Listen, that's the kind of question you don't answer. You know what I mean? There's certain questions you don't answer. You know, wife comes in, asks you, does this dress look nice? Or does this dress make me look fat? No, you don't answer the question. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? The kids ask you, oh, who's your favorite? You don't answer those kind of questions. It's tough. I will say there's some fans that and subscribers that interact a lot more. We have fun with. I mean, but ultimately, man, we love CFA Nation as a whole. You guys are fun and keep us honest.
Absolutely. We have subscribers that will comment like once in a blue moon and say, hey, I'm watching every single match of your guys's. I just don't comment a lot, but I want to say appreciate this or that. So, you can't really quantify how awesome CFA Nation is.
Here's a question, Nick. The doctor says, thoughts on teams appointing just retired former franchise players versus proven veterans. Interesting. What do you think? Because I think our opinions are going to be very different, vastly different.
Okay, so first of all, just appoint them because they're retired and former. Is he saying like players from that franchise, like they're legacy players? Is that what it's asking about?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, if it's just because they're a legacy player, then to me that more placates to the owner because this is the KKR way or this is the whatever way. You want a guy that's got the right personality, the right reputation, the right know-how. I'm sorry. For those that don't like analytics, you've got to have the analytics side of it. You want to have, in my opinion, those top 4 things when you're choosing your coach. Not so much. I mean, look at college football, which none of our audience really watches, but the Michigan way, right? They have struggled so much trying to find a coach because they keep finding a Michigan man. They have to be alumni. That's stupid. Choose the best guy for the job, for crying out loud.
It's almost nepotism. You know what I'm saying? It got to be an alumni. What? That's stupid. You know, I'm surprised you feel that way, Nick. The only thing I do agree is that coaches need to be.
You're surprised I feel that way?
Wow. I am. I didn't think you would.
You thought I'm going to go with the guy just because he played on the team?
Well, I just thought you were more of a traditionalist, and that's what traditionalists would say. They have to be a part of the team. I was wrong. Now, do you agree that players? Do you agree that players should be or coaches should be ex-players?
No, they don't have to be. It helps.
See, that's what we disagree.
It helps. Okay. No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
Okay.
You don't. Gabe, some of the most successful coaches. You ever heard of a guy named Bill Belichick before? Some of the most successful coaches are guys that either never made it to the big stage, or guys that died in the minors, or guys that came for a cup of coffee. Why? Because they have that fire inside them. You ever heard of a guy named Herb Brooks for the 1980 Miracle on Ice squad? He was cut from the team in the 1960 Olympics because he couldn't hack it. And he allowed that to fuel him and fire him to become a coach. I absolutely don't think it's a requirement. Absolutely. You don't want some idiot like Nick who's never played before or played professionally at all and say, hey, why don't you try at it?
I just think.
But absolutely.
That's got to be a wicket. But the original decision was no out. This is bad umpiring. Umpiring. Oh,
I'm trying to think of in baseball. There's not too many coaches that were super successful baseball players. Ted Williams floundered as a baseball manager. The only one I can think of is Clueless Joe. Joe Torre. He was the MVP in the 1970s. He was Clueless Joe when he was with the Braves. And then the Yankees, he wins 4 championships. It doesn't happen too often.
Bro,
yes,
or maybe
you have to have played on some level. But I'm talking about, do you have to be like a veteran player who played in the league for 10 or 12 years? Absolutely not.
Is it missing outside leg? Jeez, they lost it. Maybe I'm being biased, but our best coaches have been former players as Yankees, right? So Joe Torre, I'm trying to think of what was the dude with the big ears? I forget his name. Casey Stengel,
Billy Martin, he wasn't a huge superstar.
Yeah, but he was a player. I didn't say superstar, but a player. I just think that when you bring in these college kids, and that's what's happening a lot in professional sports today, that have never played a game, and it's all analytics, I think that's what's ruining the game. I agree with you that there's a place for analytics in the game.
I don't want nobody off the street. You said a veteran player. To me, that's someone that played in the league, made it to the big leagues for several years, was there. That's the way I took it.
Look at the doctor. This is a close game. It matters. The first instance of umpire error and Gabe is on their throats. Guys, this is a close game. It matters.
Gabe's been salivating.
The difference between 4 wickets and 5 wickets is huge right now. It matters. But yes, the umpiring has been very good in the IPL this year. I've got to admit that.
This is Gabe's favorite kind of match, a low-scoring match.
I do love me this low-scoring matches. But that 5th wicket would have looked so good right there. So good.
Thank goodness strike rate doesn't count for Nick's judgment of a good fantasy player.
Bro, we got to get Samju Sampson out. These other guys aren't going to win the game. Just get Sampson out, please.
I'm sure Phil Jackson played basketball some point in his life, but he wasn't a veteran basketball player. Look how that worked out.
Oh, no. But he played and understands the game is what I meant. You know what I mean? I should have qualified my statement by saying stop hiring these sabermetric college kids that have never played a game and don't understand the nuances of the game. Just read computer stats.
Who are the coaches that are being hired that have never played either high school ball, college ball, or professional league?
Oh, bro, there's a few, man. Ooh. What's this dude's name? Hold on, I'll look it up right now. I was just listening to this on a baseball broadcast the other day, and he's part of the new game.
The New World Order? The NWO. Another wide? These extras are going to get Rajasthan to chase.
Ah.
Did they not call that one a wide? It went behind him. $27 runs on 29 balls. They got more balls than runs, so that's good. While you're looking that up, I think I must have read this wrong, but I was shocked to find out that Harbarang Singh was an early captain for the Mumbai Indians. I think he was their first captain. Didn't last too long, but he was a captain in 2008 for them. Isn't that crazy? He's still playing for KKR, and he was the Mumbai Indians captain in 2008 for a short time. Prasid is out there in his second over. Man, the run rate has just dripped dry. It has died. Did he get a boundary on that, or did he stop it? Did Narayan save it? Oh, no, it went underneath him. That's a boundary. There you go. He won the champion links for the Mumbai Indians. That's awesome.
I think the NBA, Nick, as I'm looking it up right now, they've got like guys like and it does not. Frank Vogel is who I'm thinking of, and his team's actually looking good. But Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra, none of these guys ever played, and they've all won championships. That's crazy to me.
But yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like a coach, that's why I say you don't have to have like many years in the league or even 1 or 2 solid years in the league to be a good coach. Analytics is a good part of it. Leadership is a huge part of it. Look at what's his name? John Wooden from UCLA. How many quotes of his are out there? Yeah. Leadership. You've got to be able to be a leader. Greg Popovich, he didn't care who you were. You were going to get benched if you weren't playing the Spurs way or whatever. Just saying.
Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. Look at that. That those 2 wides and now a 4. That's it. That's the game. That's the game. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Has Dhoni been the only captain CSK had from the very beginning? That's incredible.
I believe so. Miller looks uncomfortable.
Look at this. Look at this boring match coming tomorrow. CSK RCB.
Easy.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll be asleep, but I can't wait to wake up and see my RCB winning.
You know what? We'll see.
You know you're worried.
We'll see. You know what? I honestly, I was feeling good about myself at the beginning of the stream. Now it's like, oh, man. I don't know.
One victory, and it goes to your head. And you're just like, man, I'm good to go. Let's get some lottery tickets.
No, bro. I had one literally 5 games in a row. I did not see this game happening. Come on. And I'm not trying to bash Rajasthan Royals fans here. Guys.
Yeah, you are.
It's they've had a rough season. It's not okay to compare them to the other teams because they've lost so many players. It's wrong. And I get that.
Oh, out of the reach. Nice. Man, running and went down and got that off the ground. That is not an easy play. Not for me, at least. Wow. That was impressive. Strategic timeout.
Yep. 113 for 4, 16 overs in the books. Oh, gosh.
Hey, has Russell bowled at all?
Nope. Interesting, huh?
That is very interesting. Look at the question just came up before I asked it.
Guys, I'm telling you, if anything comes out of this stream, it's us pointing out the fact that, yeah, there's dissension in the ranks. Now, I don't know what's going on. They're probably going to come up with some lame excuse. Oh, Russell wasn't fit. He wasn't hurt. Yeah, I got some magic beans to sell you, too, if you believe that garbage.
You always have these beans. Do you have a bean plant that's not dead yet in your backyard? Nick, absolutely correct. Banger has never been a big player, but he's an amazing batting coach. Oh, those words never sound so good. Nick, absolutely correct. I even got a buddy on there, too.
I like this right here. Remove the strategic timeout. It stops the game too much. I agree. I hate all these TV timeouts and strategic timeouts.
You guys got to understand.
I know. Commercials, pay.
How they pay the bills, my friends.
Watch it on Hotstar.
Watch this movie.
Dude, honestly, American commercials too are out of control, bro. They've really absolutely sold out, bro. Absolutely sold out. They're not even trying to pretend. You know how they would try to pretend back in the day? They don't care anymore. Every ad, every model is somebody cool driving a car that I can't afford, going somewhere. Some of the hottest women in the world. These dudes that are all chiseled. I'm like, yeah, that's believable. That's gonna make me buy Hanes underwear. Get out of here with that garbage.
They work though. You know what my least favorite commercial of all time is? The type of commercial. Every year this happens, at least here in the States. I'm not sure how it's around the world. Every year you have these Christmas commercials where husband or wife buys the other a car for Christmas. That is the stupidest idea, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you why. There's no good argument you can make for it. First of all, it's impractical. Give me a break. You're going to spend that much money on a Christmas present. Second of all, it's actually a genius move if you're a husband or a wife, because guess what, Gabe? You and your wife need a new car. Let me wait until Christmas time before I buy that new car, and I'll call it her present, so I don't have to buy her a present because I bought something that we're both going to use into practicality. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Third of all, you're going to go. This is the worst one, Gabe. You're going to go get a car for your wife without her picking out the color, the type of car, what she wants. You're going to surprise her Christmas morning and say, here's your car, baby. It's the stupidest commercial because it's not realistic whatsoever. I hate those commercials.
Oh, gosh. Though you're right. They're smart about one thing. Hey, you're going to buy a gift anyway for Christmas. You might as well save it for them. I like this comment right here. The doctor's hilarious. Since IPL started, I have finished high school, pre-med, med school, and my specialization waiting on RCB, man.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
That is pretty glorious.
Nick, you know what's funny? Like, honestly, could you imagine if your first year in, you get that Mumbai championship, and then the second year in, you get that ever elusive RCB. I think RCB fans made to test you, honestly, because if you didn't suffer what they've suffered, and then second year in, oh yeah, championship, no problem. Guys are gonna be like, I've been suffering for years.
Let me tell you exactly. I'm going to show you a visual of what would happen if RCB wins this year. Because like you said, the elusive championship. Everyone look at your YouTube screen real quick. This is the visual that would happen if they win. You guys ready? That's what would happen. No need for Gabe because he brings us nothing.
Gabe, you're not chiseled.
Not get any bigger if that happens.
Not even a little bit chiseled, bro. You kidding me? I'm married. I'm a married father of 5. What do I chiseled? Why are you trolling me? Breaking John Campbell from West Indies to replace Liam Livingstone.
Oh man,
Nick, you know what would be classic? If John Campbell comes in to the side for KKR and actually turns the team around and becomes a superstar for them. That'll kill me because I would have to eat my words, but I want them to do good.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine John Campbell replaces Andre Russell? He could bowl a little bit.
Oh my gosh, dude, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Can John Campbell spin it a little bit?
Just a little bit. Joy, are you serious? It's true? No, I'm looking it up right now. Joy, you're trolling me.
Yeah,
it can't be true. It can't be true.
Or he is. Sorry, he or she.
It can't be true. I'm looking up IPL news right now, people. God, I love my IPL app.
I use it all the time. It's funny because when it's not IPL season, it's never used. And I'm just like, do I still need that app? And then I remember, I'm going to in a few months.
There's nothing on IPL's official site. Now I got to go to QuickBuzz. They got that garbage McCullum interview, by the way.
It's a very safe interview.
It's a very safe interview. I'd ask him right now, Is Andre Russell hurt? I'd have to use my sarcastic voice. Hey, coach, is Andre Russell hurt? We noticed he didn't bowl at all. I mean, he waited so long to come to the side. What's going on? Did he have a bad hot pocket? And, we heard it was a hot pocket match for the team. So, I mean, what happened?
That's what happened. He ate the last hot pocket when Owen Morgan was planning on having a hot pocket performance. And he went over to get that microwave because that's why he lost his wicket so quickly. And Russell's in the corner eating 2 of them, being like, what, you wanted one of these?
That is hilarious.
You guys need to blame the equipment manager, not Russell. Get some more hot pockets. The Rajasthan fan. He's losing his mind. Finally in the dugout.
All right. I don't see anything on CrickBuzz. I didn't see anything on IPL. So I would have to say this is just rumored right now. It's just rumored.
Gabe and RCB is the best thing to happen to the franchise. I agree.
Listen.
That's actually how you got to think about it. If RCB won, and I'm getting way ahead of myself, but if RCB won it this year and Mumbai won it last year, what are the 2 teams now that you automatically hate?
RCB
Gabe.
and Mumbai.
Gabe.
Dude, I'd be mad like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, man. I don't want to even say it anymore because I don't want to jinx. We know their track record.
That is hilarious by you. Hilarious. Campbell and Burstow versus Gabe on 1 handicap match. Oh, I'd get crushed. Man, guys, I'm 40 years old. I hold my own, though. I'm going to hold my own.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying, cousin? You know what I'm saying?
Head bob.
I wasn't the 40, but I was in my late 30s. And we were at a nightclub, bro. It was crazy. Like, all my brothers, my younger brothers, and, the young boy, like, I'm trying to avoid stuff. I'm just trying to leave, dude, or whatever. And the young boy tried to come play me. I'm like, listen, you don't want the smoke, cousin. You don't want the smoke. Still got it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Still got it.
Where was this at?
This was at what club was it? This was at Tau, Venetian.
In the club or were you outside the club?
It was in the club. We all got kicked out.
And why was he sweating you? What was the problem?
Not me. What happened was, so we had a table, right? And when I don't go anywhere unless we got table service, bro. I don't stand in lines. I'm too old. You know what I mean? So we had table service, and when you got table service, they like rope off the thing so nobody else can get in here. So these guys were trying to like push into our side because there's free drinks. It's not free, but it comes with the table service or whatever. And they started some smoke with my younger brother, who's not the one. He's young, full of puss and vinegar. And, a fight broke out. And the one dude's like, if they're going to fight one-on-one, it is what it is. But the one that you try to get involved, I'm like, yo, you don't want the smoke or whatever. And, he's seen the age. He's seen the wrinkles. He's seen the old man. And, don't sleep on me, cousin.
Did you snatch him? One hit? Bam.
I put in some work. Quick work, too. And here is some no joke, guys. Here's some advice. From a former fighter. 14 years in the ring. Always get off first. Always. All right. Don't wait till they hit you. That's the dumbest thing you could do. Always get off first. You hit somebody quick, they're, especially a lot of times they're not prepared for it. And if you catch them in a right spot, I don't care who they are, they're going down. Like I tell a lot of people, like, oh, that's not true. You watch it on TV. Are you serious? Pay attention. Yo, they just don't understand the mechanics of it. But just tighten up your teeth right now, Nick. Tighten up your jaw and just gently touch yourself like that. Just on the side, right here. You see everything shaking? Now hit somebody with all your might right. You're dropping them. No questions asked. Unless good night. They're going to be asleep. Done. So I'm punching Campbell when I see him. Listen, I'm just saying, bro. If you know it's going down, you better get off first. That's all I'm saying. Oh man.
Look at that. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status, or getting a wicket alert correct?
Getting a wicket alert correct. Oh man.
Absolutely.
Gabe, Morgan added to the Sinister Six. You must check and find out later. Check and find out later.
If he's not, I'd be shocked. I didn't know you liked Andre Russell as much as you did until I found out today. Jeez Louise.
Bro, I mean, I'm a fan. He's a West Indian, right? So I'm a fan, but it's not necessarily about Andre Russell. It's about, how do I explain this? I see this happen not just on my own on my other teams, not just with my kids, but where sometimes a coach will do something at the detriment of the player or the team because it's my way or the highway. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? And a lot of coaches are like that, and that drives me absolutely crazy, Nick. It absolutely does.
Yes, but there's also a process. Again, it's all about. That's why it's tough being a leader. It's tough to be in leadership, but you got to trust your vision. You got to trust your process. Yes, you can adjust when adjustments need to be made. But just because they have a vision and they have a way of going about things and what they think is best for the team does not mean it's my way or the highway.
Joy, what are you talking about? Do you know how hard you got to work to get into Sinister Six? Joy's like, Gabe, I would like to be inducted into the Sinister Six just like Nick, just like Captain Nick. Nick works hard to earn that position there.
Do
Joy,
I?
And listen, I got too many people in there. I'd have to take other people out, which is tough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind the trolling.
Oh,
no
Gabe,
one is.
No joke. Right now, I'm 51. You're 52. No joke.
Because we're both terrible. Just bad at life. Just bad at life.
Hey, it's better than the 60s.
Oh, boring match? No, sad match. Sad match.
Oh, see, this is why I contest that the 50 is not a requirement, because Samson mathematically can't get to 50 right now.
He can't,
but he's not out.
He's not out, and he's going to win the game. This is a respectable score, and he played the match he needed to play.
Respectable.
You know,
catch.
The match was lost in a power play. I agree, but since the power play has failed literally all season except one game, right, with Nitish Rana going off, and it's funny, I didn't realize that Harsha Bogli is on Crick Buzz. They're like, that's why he works for Crick Buzz now, because they got rid of him with the IPL. And all of them were saying, bro, this order's got to change. You got to flip flop this. You got to get some other guys up top. They're wasting the power play, whatever. He was right. They're gonna fire him from Crick Buzz because he was right. Seriously.
For some, it's not that hard, man. TM, just ask Sophie Ecclestone. She has one shoulder check. And she's in it for life.
Bro, aggressive. Super aggressive.
And the captain takes us home. Gabe is just mad because last time he chose Sanju Samson. He got nothing out of it. I choose him. You guys know what's up. Boomer, whether it was fake Boomer or real Boomer, you were questioning my choice. It worked out. Rajasthan wins. Guess what, guys? Our 3 wickets. I could have gone easily for the easy pick KKR. I said, you know what? I think Rajasthan's going to take this match. So Gabe's winning streaks are all done. Nick is back on top. I'm pushing the mush mantle back to Gabe. Andre Russell did not get an over. That sends a message big time right there. I know he's a spinner, and it's not really a spinning track, but that sends a huge message.
No. He's a death bowler, Nick. He's a death bowler. Look at all their other games. He's a death bowler, okay? And he always bowls for them in the death. He didn't get an over. You don't think that's it? Absolutely, it sends a message. And I'm telling you, I'd be shocked. Maybe Russell gets dropped. Maybe it's Russell. Maybe they're gonna say, nope, this is Owen Morgan's team. Russell, you get dropped. But I can tell you one thing. Right now, the chemistry on this team is non-existent. And if you're telling me Andre Russell not getting an over doesn't mean anything, then you're crazy. then you're crazy.
Listen, I agree with you. I agree.
I was gonna say he's a death bowler. He's not a spinner. He's a right arm fast medium. He's just got a short run up. I'm telling you, Nick, this is bad.
My bad. I can never get the spinners and fast bowlers right. Listen, look at that points table. Rajasthan has just as many wins as Mumbai. They have a little bit worse of a net run rate, which is why Mumbai's number 4. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Rajasthan, KKR's got the wooden spoon. As long as one of Gabe's teams got the wooden spoon, that's all that matters to me. It makes me so happy.
Dude, 2 seasons in a row, man.
Now remember, you avoided it last season by one place.
By one place. I'm waiting right now because I want to hear this interview. I really do, guys, because they got to say something.
They're not going to ask the question.
Why wouldn't they? Then get out of the job. Get out of the profession. Gosh, you're a reporter. Report. Ask the question. Is Andre Russell hurt? Why didn't he bowl? Have some stones.
You wish, Arjit. You wish. I have a wooden spoon, says Han. I'm not sharing it with Mush. Can't have it.
I'm waiting.
I want to see if Han put. Han, you're losing your touch, man. You're in 198. There's 4 people below you. I want to see if he made Unikaz his captain. It was vice captain. He got a cool 46 points.
Oh, too many points there, Han.
I still love the fact that he has Tom Curran in there. He has Chris Jordan always. He has Chris Jordan always as his captain. Yeah, I did say they're going to win the title. That's on me, 100%.
So you mushed them before I did.
And that's, you know what? I wasn't doing it that way, but it's kind of evil that way because I mushed one of your teams. And then one of my teams could possibly win the entire thing. I love life. 21 in the fantasy league. Sorry, Arjit. I said a drive-by on you. I was like, yeah, you wish. Just because I knew Arjit was married. He's got the dogs and whatnot. I was like, really? 21? I see. Good job being 21 in the league, you lucky punk.
Wow, Nick, 1 win, and they're coming out of the woodworks. Look at the Age of the Chaos. Rajasthan Royals going to win this year.
They're going to win it all.
They're winning it all.
Oh, Gabe. Arjit, I don't think this was on purpose, but he had your guy as captain, Andre Russell, and my guy as vice captain, Sanju Samson. Let me just say this. Your guy had double points. My guy had 1.5, and my guy's points tripled your points. So take that. He learned his lesson.
It's embarrassing.
He did have Chris Morris, though. Good call on that one. So far, let's do a recap while waiting for the interview. First place in our league is HK Challengers 11. He's in first place. He got 560 today, and he's got 35 transfers left, but he is in the top spot. Second place is Mohanabai 0711. He did not get a high score today. Oh, unfortunately, he made Show McGill's captain, but he's in second place. He still has 47 transfers left. Not too bad. Third place, we have Rajhar 248WX. Did not have a huge score today, but he had Russell as his captain, Sakaria as his vice, and he has 24 transfers left. Ooh. Those are the top 3. And fourth place behind by just 6 points, Gabe, is Delhi Daredevils. Oh, going with the old name, 2813HZ. He had Russell as his vice, Butler as his captain. That hurts. He still has 47 transfers left. Congratulations, all those in the top 4.
Nick, Jordan and Udakat is my golden ticket. Breaking news, Arjun Tendulkar named as captain for Mumbai Indians now? No, it's not.
True story.
Get out of here.
Sorry, Rohit. We lost 2 in a row. You're out of here. Or
done.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Oh, gosh.
Why are you starting fights in the Venetian, Gabe? Oh, that means Jihan's been the towel. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Before we end the stream, before we wait for this interview, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Please don't forget to like. Thank you for the super chats, for the regular comments. AJ wants to know what his position is. See, I live to serve. That's all I can say. I live to serve. AJ, am I going to have to search way down there? Is that why you're asking me?
Nepal, peace.
Later,
Look at
Nepal
Krishna.
today.
I love it. Krishna's feeling it. R baby. The Royals fans in the house.
Justice for Rennell. What's going on? AJ's in 71st place. He had a pretty decent day today, just under 300. Had Sanju as his vice, Andre as his cap. Please tell me you guys don't really listen to our picks. That would be a very unintelligent choice. I'm sure it was just because those were the obvious choices to go with.
What do you mean they interviewed him already? They haven't. I'm watching commercials right now, and I'm live.
We're in the dugout. We're in the dugout. We had to change the view. Oh, shoot.
No.
The dugout view doesn't show the doesn't show it. Dang it. Let us know what they said. Please and thank you.
I was waiting for this. What did he say?
Did anyone ask him why Russell wasn't bowling? Did anyone ask him about having Russell come in late or anything to that nature? Good thing I didn't take Cummins today, man. He was not very good.
Bro, my whole team was trash today.
Oh, so was mine. I had Narayan as my captain. I didn't even trust myself to make Sanju Samson my captain.
Nick, they didn't ask him, and he was just smiling through it. Yeah, great job.
I'm not going to ask.
Read it on Quick Buzz. It's on Quick Buzz. I'm going to pull it up right now because I want to read what he said.
All right. Well, I am going to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you so much. Got a busy day today. And I know Gabe wants to probably record our 3 wickets for today's match before everything gets settled.
Okay. Gabe, Owen Morgan. Let me just read this real quick. Owen Morgan, Nick, says, after this horrific loss, the batting let us down. We lacked a lot of intent through the whole innings. We were behind the game right from the get-go. Didn't put bowlers under enough pressure. Rajasthan Royal adapted to the pitch much better. We were probably 40 short, which is a lot in a T20 game. The wicket today wasn't as good as it had been at Wakandi, and that was a challenge in and of itself. Wait a minute. You said it was a 220 pitch when the game first started. Every time we tried an attacking option, we lost the wicket. Left us do a lot in the back end, which we didn't obviously do. Clearly the easier it is to play with intent. We want guys to play free flowing cricket. It wasn't there today. That's it. Nothing about Andre Russell not bowling or about his temper tantrum, about nothing.
Because he's a captain, he's a leader. He's not going to throw you under the bus.
I'm disgusted.
He's a seasoned captain.
Anyway, guys, that's it for us today. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Much love. Nick is back in his Wendy's. Wakandi forever. I always say it like Wakanda. Wakande. Anyways, guys, much love. Some spirited conversation in here. KKR, we'll see what happens. Look out for our 3 wickets, hopefully later on today. And hopefully tomorrow, CSK versus RCB. I plan on streaming some of it. It just depends what time I get off tonight. But hopefully look out for it. If not, I'll be joining Ozjad for the second match. But guys, you guys already know the deal. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Nick, any parting words, my friend?
I think Han Solo sums it up quite nicely. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the loyalty and your time. Have a great rest of your evening or day. Till next time.